It's been a while since we were late.
Yeah, about that. Happy oyashiro-sama today. Happy Friday, everybody. Hello, Dark Lord. Congrats on being second. Hello, Psycho. Congrats on being first. In the other way around, unwatchable, unsub. Fair. The moment we sat down and I was about to press the button to start the connection to Twitch to start the stream, our internet died. The instance. I'm like, no. But here we are.
This seems to be a thing only when we play Higurashi.
No, the thing is, we live in a building with really shitty internet. 98% of the time it's good, but it regularly craps out for like 5 minutes. It just blips out for a second and then it takes like 4 or 5 minutes for your router to get a connection again. Usually, lately, that hasn't happened for multiple days. If it did, at night when we were sleeping, so we didn't even notice, but I checked the logs. Rarely has it happened in the last couple months during times when we were streaming.
That is true, but when it has...
Except for today and the other day.
Last week when we played Higurashi. So like I said, it happens when we play Higurashi.
Yeah. And then it was caught in a Satoko trap. That must be it. I take that.
Very likely.
I take that. Yeah. I hate it when Banana falls out. Because there's nothing I can do. It's just like... Okay, does it come back in like 5-6 minutes like it usually does? Or is this gonna be a longer problem?
You just gotta wait.
How are you yawning? The moment we're live, you start yawning like that. She has yawned for the last 45 minutes on and off because she's tired, because Tifa's body doesn't know how to not be tired apparently. But true. The constant tiredness, yawniness, is it my voice?
No.
Deal with it.
I think it's more... Maybe the light setting makes it worse.
Tifa, we've had these exact lights for, I want to say, 1.5, 2 years now.
And I've been tired for 2 years. Even longer.
Please send help. My boyfriend is turning on the lights so that people can see us when we stream the video games 4 times a week, and it's making my body tired for some reason. That's not how that works, though. That's really not how that works. If anything, it should keep you from sleeping, therefore making you...
Not really.
Unsleepy.
I've been tired for as long as I remember.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I am. It feels forever.
Yeah. But given our internet issues, I will, as I usually do when something had gone wrong previously in the day, I will habitually look over there to see if we're still live. That's knock on wood.
Did we crash?
It doesn't keep happening.
But yeah, but on the bright side, it's Friday. Yes. Yes.
The soft attempt at energy, but it's not really there, but you want to portray it anyway. Aw, so sweet. Do you mean you don't chuck one energy drink a day? I have, in my entire life, drank half a sip of Red Bull. I hated it.
It's so nasty.
And I have never drunk another energy drink. Never. I knew a guy who shortly worked in my department. I forgot where he worked before, but he worked night shifts pretty exclusively. It's not Tifa, I can tell you that much. But we work day shifts. So his idea of getting his body adjusted to that was to just keep chugging energy drinks. I want to say he drank 4 or 5 in one shift once, like 6-8 hour time frame. He was not doing well. I told him, hey, I don't think this is good for you because like you look super tired and you pump yourself full with like whatever amount of liquid that is, that I think even on the can it tells you don't drink in excess.
What's excess though?
I do not know, but I don't think you should drink even one of these necessarily.
How much energy drinks, or let's say Red Bull or what's called Monster, are you allowed to drink per day?
What do you mean, are you allowed? You can drink however many you want in a day. The question is, A, will it have an effect on you, and B, is it good for your body? How much Red Bull is too much?
I see people want it all the time.
Drinking more than 5 cans per day could increase your risk of caffeine overdose, according to healthline.com from 16 September 2019, which is the first thing Google shows me when I put that in. Doesn't matter. Basically, instead of sleeping or fixing his life schedule, he just kept chugging these, and I told him, I'm afraid your heart is gonna burst one of these days. And he lasted 3 weeks. And then he quit because he couldn't adjust, and it impacted his performance to the point where he himself said, I can't work like this. I need to go back to doing night shifts. I was kind of sad. I wanted him to succeed.
If that's what you're used to, then it's already really hard to adapt.
I guess. Don't have serving sizes these days? Yeah,
Okay.
I think serving sizes are kind of bullshit though, because if I buy a bag of chips, and when I check the serving size, and when I take out the amount that is a serving size, and I end up with a handful of chips. I understand why they do that. But at the same time, who can eat only one handful of chips? Because it's not me. Definitely not. I don't think you can pull that off either.
No.
I think usually when we do cave in and buy some chips, the way we go through the bag by rationing it into smaller portions, that's still double or triple a serving size usually, I think. I would need to do the math.
No, we just do a little bowl.
Yeah, usually the bag of chips is how much, 200 grams?
150 I think those things are. Something like that.
Okay, then I tried to go for 30 grams, 1/5 of a regular bag. Of course, a regular bag can be a completely different size where you live, and then you will think, oh my god, he eats that many chips? Yes. The answer will remain yes.
Open bag will not survive the next 30 minutes. It's really hard as well.
I want to inhale the whole bag. The problem is the last time I did that, I felt like absolute shit for 3 days. I never believed that when I was 16, 17, 18, well into my 20s. I never believed when people went oh, I can't eat the whole bag because afterwards I will feel like crap. I always thought it was bullshit until it happened to me.
I'll feel bad for 5 minutes and then I'm like,
No.
I can still eat a snack.
My recovery time is not just 5 minutes anymore. It has stretched into multiple days. So I'm
Weak.
I'll just leave it at this point. It's better for me.
The best thing, if you put it away, don't leave it at a place where you can see it.
Yeah, that's what we do. We just hide it from ourselves. Kind of like squirrels with acorns, I guess.
Yeah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. Usually it does. We've gotten better at it. Red Bull is infamous for actually not having a ton of caffeine, less than a cup of black coffee. Oh really? I didn't know that.
Huh.
Let me repeat my previous Google search with what's the other
Monster
stuff that's famous? Monster. How many?
I do like the cans of Monster better. They look kind of nice sometimes.
Up to okay. Again, healthline.com. As per what's the date they published this? July 12, 2023. Up to 400 milligrams of caffeine per day is generally safe. Still, drinking more than 4 8-ounce servings of energy drinks per day or 2 16-ounce cans of Monster may cause negative effects due to excess caffeine, such as headache or insomnia. Do you actually want to buy one of those and see if it has an effect on you? Because I somehow think it won't do anything.
It probably won't. I also don't get anything from coffee.
Because you drink a lot of black tea. I think you have made yourself immune to regular dosages of caffeine. You should stop drinking black tea.
I don't drink black tea as much anymore.
Yeah,
I went from 6 cups a day.
Do you hear this? I just had a normal amount of caffeination. Just 6 very strong cups of black tea during the first hour after I got up.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
But now I only had 1 cup today.
Yes.
And I usually now have like 2 to 3 cups a day.
How about you try to cut out caffeine for like 2-3 months to see if the effect resets for your body?
No black tea?
No.
What?
A decaffeinated black tea.
What?
And that's when you know you have a problem. When you go like, no, I need my coffee or tea.
But I like black tea. And the decaf black tea is like, bleh.
Yeah, the ones
funky.
we've tried taste weird. They taste different, like noticeably different. Which I don't think should be the case, because I don't think caffeine has flavor, does it? Well,
It's probably just the tea itself, but...
yeah.
Well, I can try. It's not like I must. It's just nice.
For the sake of everybody enjoying you going, maybe we should. What? How? How? Is it the sound of my voice that just slowly lulls you to sleep as I talk in a very steady and... Welcome to my impromptu solo stream today. Tifa will be present but not part of the stream, just ignore her. We're gonna play Sonic Adventure 2 tonight. Sorry for the bamboozle with the schedule, I thought you would be awake. Oh, you're moving again. You can play that Run Rouge level. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. Oh, it do for me. Yeah, once I pop about 20 times, then there is no more fun in it. Usually just stay awake with no other symptoms, but again, I'm no lightweight. I really think Tifa should go to one of those sleep doctors to figure out what is wrong with her.
I actually was going to, because I'm starting to suspect it's
You were going to, or you are going to?
I am going to, because I'm starting to suspect it's a... What's it called
Sleep
again?
apnea.
That.
Tifa sometimes stops breathing when she sleeps. And I've been telling her this for as long as I know her, and after I first witnessed her sleeping. And I think she should get that checked out. I would appreciate if you could all bully her into getting that checked out, because between the whole, oh, I'm just tired all day, that can get serious, and that don't need to happen.
I'm going to, because I was looking at a list of the symptoms of that the other day, and I think I can tick off like the majority of the boxes.
Go to a doctor.
Yeah, I'm going to. I just need to figure out which doctor first.
No, not a witch doctor, a people doctor.
Like in Germany, it's different like from the Netherlands, where no matter what you have, you go to your huisarts, to your general doctor. What's general doctor in English?
Your general physician, your Hausarzt as we call them.
You
Which
go
is
to your
funny,
general doctor.
because they have nothing to do with houses.
And they forward you to another one, but in Germany it's very specialized. If you have something, you look up which doctor you need to go to, and then you just go there.
It's not special at all. If I know my skin has a problem, I go to a skin doctor, a dermatologist. Why would I waste the time of trained professional staff and go to a general physician first to go, hey, I have something with my skin. He looks at me and goes, yeah, you have something with your skin, go to a skin doctor. I never understood the Dutch system. It seems so...
I'm not saying anything bad about that. I do think it's good.
Oh, sorry, it sounded like negative
I mean,
feedback.
it's specialized, as in you just go directly to that doctor where you need to go to. Like, you don't need a referral. Like in the Netherlands, you need a referral for like everything.
Everything. When I had my eye thing back in the Netherlands, the herpes infection last time, I needed to go to a GP as well. Like, or a PCP, as you call them in America apparently. Why? I know you can't help me. Like,
He did help you though.
no, I was first supposed to go to a general physician who wasn't available. That's why I went to the eye guy at the end. But only after I tried to go to another guy first.
Yeah, that was the emergency thing after everything was closed.
That's true.
But I'm gonna have it checked out.
I took a sleep test, went horrible. Sleep test that it was must give you a headache. That's annoying. And it turns out you just naturally stop breathing when you're asleep. Sleep apnea only counts if it happens too much. Okay, still get that checked out.
Well, I can't judge on how often it happens.
Neither do I, because I am sleeping too. And which doctor can raise Tifa from the dead? Why do I think Tifa would enjoy the hell out of going to like a voodoo doctor? Is voodoo doctor the right term? I don't want to offend anybody who is into, what do you call it? Voodoo? voodooism? I don't know.
It would be interesting to visit once.
I think I've actually been thinking, like when I went through, before I met you, when I went through one of my darker periods in time, and I felt like just finding a rock somewhere in the wilderness to lay and wait until I die on. I actually thought of like taking all of my money and going like out to the bayou, like New Orleans or something, and talk to like voodoo practitioners.
I mean, if we're ever in that area, I would like to go because
I think it's gonna rock my world in the worst way possible. I'm pretty sure, and I couldn't tell you if that is like a legitimate supernatural experience or, I don't know, just drugs. I'm pretty sure I would go to one and then they would put on like this like incense, frankincense, whatever the right term is. Sorry, I'm not very good with these things. Like this stuff, and then like my vision gets all touch fuzzy, get dizzy. And then I will start tasting colors and see sounds. And I think that's also why I could never do like acid or whatever. I really think I will have the mother of all trips, and it's gonna leave me mentally scarred for the rest of my from then on miserable experience.
that unfortunately does sound kind of you.
Yeah, I think I would permanently lose, or I'm afraid I would permanently lose the ability to discern reality from mental fragmentation hallucinations. That's why I don't do that.
Also, Poop Lord, how are
Happy
you doing?
Friday.
Always ready to rock Jack's world.
We can raid the White House now. I'm not gonna do that, no. And I don't recommend anybody else do it, unless it's in a video game. Then be my guest, but that's a dumb way to die, really.
When did that happen again? It's been a while.
January 6, 2021.
Oh, damn.
2021 or 2022?
Why do you remember that?
Because January 6th has kind of become like 9/11, where a date has become a phrase. 21. It's been 3 years already. Okay, my gut feeling was right. Yeah.
We have the president when we raid. Oh, that could be kind of fun. Like if you're president and then you have like this super cool like paintball setting around the White House. That's like perfect video game material.
Listen, would that be a cool idea? Yes. Is that gonna be a complete shit show because some asshole is gonna make that a not just shooting paintball kind of thing because they're insane? Yes. There is no way to do that and keep it like as intended. Hell no. Not gonna happen.
Fine.
Good luck telling the security, oh yeah, the guns that shoot the paint are okay, just keep looking for the other ones. Like, in the heat of a moment, good luck with that. I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, it seems like fun. I would like to play paintball again, but you need so many people for that.
You need a lot of people who are willing to get shot at by you, yes.
Like, I got you.
No, I've seen the bruises you had after going to paintball once. I don't think I want to play with you.
But that was like half the fun. Just don't get hit.
I understand what you're saying, but I will get hit. Half the fun. Yeah, you know, the fun of making somebody look like overly ripe apples. Like, I remember the bruise on your leg that was so bad that while you had it, back then you still had a pair of shorts that you wore sometimes, and you refused to wear it outside because one day you did, and then somebody looked at you, and then they looked at me, and then they did the whole mental maths thing again, like, should I do something? Again, kudos to them.
I had like super big ones on my arms, my legs, my sides. That was such a fun team event. I would like to do that again.
Again, I'm complaining about the situation because Tifa caused it for absolutely no good reason other than I want to get shot at by paintballs. But no disrespect to the people that looked at her, the bruises, then at me and went like...
I also wore the wrong stuff.
Yeah, you did.
Should have wore thicker clothing.
Yes. You basically went in a long sleeve shirt and thin pants.
No, I also had a vest. And pants.
Yeah, but how often did you get shot in the body, and how often did you get shot in the arms and legs? Exactly.
Well, if anyone or if someone never has done paintball before, I absolutely recommend it.
Just be prepared. You will get hurt if you get hit in spots where you're not protected, because those things have oomph.
Like we played it a couple years ago with the entire like international teams, and we were with like 40 people in like this forest setting. Super nice.
Did you do like a battle royale kind of thing, like Fortnite, where you all had to get like paragliders and like you jumped into the thing? Or
oh, that would have been so cool.
Tifa, you would die.
Excuse me?
You would be laughing and screaming, but you would be one of the first people to die.
I've paraglided off a mountain before.
Have you paraglided into a combat zone? Exactly.
Well, no.
Because that's different. You're not a shock trooper. You need training for that.
But the rest haven't had training either, so it's all good.
Tifa plays Fortnite IRL. She goes paintballing. They all rent a big bus, and then they just get kicked out somewhere.
Oh, like a dropping, but paintball.
Sometimes I fully believe that the only reason why Tifa made it to get this old is because of me. Because every time she has like her Tifa moments, I'm there to go like, don't do that. Why don't you eat your broccoli first, and then maybe take a nap, and then we'll talk about whether this was a good idea again.
Yeah, it's because Jack don't want us to have fun even in a hypothetical world.
That's not true. No, in a hypothetical world you can do whatever you want. That's the beauty of those. That's why I enjoy video games so much. They allow me to do things I would never be willing to or able to do in real life. Like play most sports. Or be a hedgehog and run really fast after a weirdly shaped older man.
I can paint you blue and glue some spikes on your back.
Tifa, I'm very happy that you feel comfortable in enabling my not planned but apparently imagined Sonic the Hedgehog fursuit.
I would do that for you.
It's really sweet that you would, but you don't have to plan for that. I don't think that's gonna happen.
With enough voodoo magic, you can become a blue hedgehog.
That's what I'm afraid of. That's exactly what I'm afraid of.
While playing badminton in the White House.
That's better. But I would rather play good minton. No? Do you know how long I've been sitting on that one and how rarely we get to talk about badminton? I've been waiting years. Years. 2 out of 10? I'll take it. It's fine. You know what is also bad? I need to quickly share the story. It goes absolutely nowhere, but I want to just regale you with my experience. My boomer story. I got double boomered yesterday. And already Tifa's, honestly. I know it has nothing to do with it, it's just Jack's story.
It's gonna take a hot 6 minutes.
Okay, should I take it seriously? Should I take this as a personal attack? Or? I take it as a yes. No, yesterday, but first, I will never get to tell my story. Benjima, thank you for being here. Thank you for dropping by and Verisa.
Wait, tiny.
Wow.
Love.
Stopping a sub and heading out. Hope you have a great stream.
Have an awesome evening.
You have a wonderful day, 2 weeks. Please enjoy your vacation and say hi to the kids, your wife, everybody. Just tell everybody we said hi.
All the fun. All of it.
Now, Jack got boomered. Yesterday, during my break, I decided, hey, I've been sitting on my butt all day. I should go for a walk. And usually I go for a walk through the nearby garden colonies. Because, you know, it's green, it's nice, it's some greenery, you know, better air, whatever. So I make a walk through there. As I'm about to head back, in front of me, a little way away, there's a guy on a bike. And he just comes around the corner and then he stands there. And he's talking to somebody. Looked like his wife. I would imagine they're like late 50s, early 60s-ish, something like that. And as I get nearer, I can hear them talk to each other and it sounds like they're lost. I didn't want to eavesdrop, but they were talking loudly. You know, boomer things. And he goes, yeah, I don't know where it is either. And now I'm within like talking range, I guess. When he raises his voice and goes like, hey, can you tell us where colony so-and-so is? I'm like, I'm sorry, I absolutely have no idea. I honestly don't. Like, I walk places, I've been to places, but I don't know what they're called. I don't look at the street signs.
Same.
I just know where they are. If you tell me, hey, that's that place, and I'm cool, awesome. But I will not remember that. So he gets off of his bike to do something, and his, I assume, wife is also doing something on her bike. And as I keep walking, I start walking past him at this point, and when she, without even looking at me, in this super dismissive voice goes, yeah, I guess when you also don't know where so-and-so street is, yeah, whatever. I'm like, no, sorry, I don't. I had my phone in my hand the entire time I was playing Pokemon Go. I could have just Googled it for them. But the way they talked at me, like the sole reason of my existence in this very moment is to serve them in their being lost and not knowing where they wanted to go or how to get there, just completely turned me off of my generally helpful nature. So I just kept walking. Eventually they start bickering between themselves and cycled past me, and I really hope they found wherever they wanted to go, but...
Aren't you the NPC that walks up and down?
Yeah, I should have. I should have just gonna like turn 180 degrees and just walk back the way I came. You'd assume that generation had been raised better. I don't understand the automatic assumption that, first of all, everybody knows the place you're talking about. Because, like, we live in a city, we don't live in a village. If it's just like 6 houses and a church, you will probably know every street. But it's a city. Like, I'm happy I know where I live. Other than that, I know how to get around. But like I said, I'm not the person that looks at street signs. And I don't know, if you ask me, hey, can you tell me where this is? I'll be like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, but I can Google it for you. But to just automatically assume that everybody knows where you want to go, and then to be... she seemed offended that I didn't know this one specific street. Like...
Yeah, how dare you?
I'm sorry, I'm not, but I guess I should be. I don't know, it's weird.
Would have replied, maybe you don't know what manners and kindness is, and walk away. I mean, that's something you always think of in like hindsight. Oh, I should have said this, should have said that. In the moment, I never think of that usually.
I've done something like that before, but when they just get mad, and when I got madder, and ultimately that led nowhere, because I also don't think I actually reached the person and changed their like mind. So I generally just don't.
What's even worse though is when someone asks you directions, you tell them it's that way, and they walk the other direction.
Does it happen to you a lot?
Like twice.
Because I think it's you. It's not that you have an air of I don't want to help about you. It's that you very sometimes exactly this energy, exactly that energy.
Not when someone asks me directions.
No, but it's in your DNA, and like I don't mean for you to be doing this on purpose, but you can't help it. Like, you know how they say like dogs can smell fear? I think some people can just smell your impish attitude. And then they go, yeah, if this person tells me to go this way, it's this way. That's all. I know you're really sweet and you do mean to help, but, you know.
Wow.
Or they have seen our streams and they know the stuff you say sometimes.
That could be, but then they should also know that in general I'm right.
Yeah. The thing is, when I make a statement and I turn out to be wrong, I want to say most people go like, oh yeah, well, he understands he's wrong, and like he accepts that, he apologizes if he made a wrong statement, and it's fine, you know, we can move on, we're all adults here. But When you say something that's right, it feels more like chance. You know what I mean? She keeps jiggling, but her face said nothing. But do you know what I mean?
No.
Some people, you just have a hard time believing when they say something. And the same way some people have that with me, I guess some people have that with you. Now you know what it feels like to be me sometimes.
Oh well.
Should have given the wrong directions confidently. I've done that before too, accidentally, and that made me feel like shit then. Actually, I've done that twice. But again, fully on accident. Like, I remember distinctively before the advent of smartphones getting lost somewhere and needing help and finding the way, and then I found that super frustrating when people couldn't tell me or I wasn't able to understand what they were telling me. Because if you tell me, yeah, it's left over there and then right and then at this place do left, and it does not compute. But talking about smartphones, I also don't know if two people that talked to me had smartphones. They were not using any phones at all. I would assume they could have just Googled it themselves. They chose not to, which again, I find weird as well.
Not everyone has internet or good connection. Empty battery, maybe. Who knows?
Possible. Oh well. The world will never know.
But what the world will know is that I'm getting better at these ring makings. Like, look, now I got a ring placeholder.
That's
or
sweet.
Gem holder in it. Oh wait, oop.
No. You hold, don't fist bump the camera, and then you go to one of our faces. You don't go between us. It's about resetting the camera's focus. It's a thing.
Where's the big diamond to put in there?
Sitting next to you. Wow, now she has a diamond ring. This is totally not awkward to sit like this.
Beautiful.
But can store exactly one M&M.
Yeah, one of the big ones.
It's a genius idea. One with peanuts.
It's a snack. Snack area.
But again, if you want a snack ring, done.
You are the best snack.
Yeah. I mean, this looks weird, but I'll take it. The rest of the stream will be like this, I guess.
So heavy.
Also, question. If it's just one M&M, shouldn't it just be one M?
Wait, what?
Isn't it M&Ms when they're in a bag and there's plural, there's multiple? If it's just one, wouldn't it just be an M?
That's a really good question, but if you have several, they're M&Ms.
That's literally what I just said, yes?
Yeah, but you can't say M&M.
Yeah, but it's
So
M&Ms
already...
when there's multiple, it's M&M when there's two.
No, it's M&M when it's one, and it's M&Ms when it's multiple.
Okay. It's like goose and geese, it doesn't make sense. Okay. Howdy Modernart, happy Friday, how are you doing?
How are you doing? Als ik die take my tapeworm and turn it into a ring, oh, that would be...
Disgusting.
Yes, disgusting.
Leave the tapeworms wherever they are outside of your body. Don't ingest tapeworms, I cannot recommend that. You can't have a single M&M. If M&Ms is a plural, M&M is a singular. Alright. You can have M&M, but true Slim Shady. Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Basically.
The M is printed on both sides, so it's an M&M. Yeah.
Wait, is it on both sides?
I think so.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I think I agree with it.
Wait. Is the...
Is?
Oh, open that bloody tab. There. Is the M on M&M, where's the N sign? M&Ms printed on both sides. Printed in lowercase, in white, on one side.
Wow.
On
Poop
one
not
side.
spreading misinformation on the internet. How dare you?
So it's...
How dare you?
It is indeed only one M.
I guess the poop in Poop Lord stands for the shit posting you're doing. See through your lies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got fact checked by us out of all people. How does that feel? The M&M are who make it, so no matter the number, M&M made that one too. Huh. Fang Shogun is too good of a name to be used by a bot. Probably got hacked at some point. Yeah.
The bots unfortunately have pretty good names sometimes. What was the squirrel one again?
I do not remember. But I remember a squirrel in it.
Yeah, the previous one was really good too.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm jealous of those names.
I need to go offline. Yeah, you should think about what you just did. And you should feel sorry. Next time you're here, or take 5 minutes and come up with a written apology. That's what you should do.
And write a handwritten letter to the company that makes M&M.
Yes.
To apologize for spreading misinformation.
Mm-hmm. What do you think happened to the other 618 poop lords? Exactly. They now work at the M&M factory to make up for their crimes.
Oh, that seems like fun.
The poop lord denounced. That also seems like kind of a cool username.
Oh, that also works, yeah.
Talking about things to denounce, Tifa.
Oh, before we go into the recap, Matanart, I started reading The Wasp Factory.
Congratulations.
Why, thank you. It's pretty good.
I don't know what it's about, but I don't like wasps, so I don't think I'll read the book.
Well, so far there hasn't been a single wasp in there. But it's about a kid that actually...
Let's do a recap for the Wasp Factory. Welcome to this stream of everything except for Higurashi, apparently. Speaking of making a handwritten letter, Tifa, what happened last time on Higurashi when they cried chapter 3 Tatarigoroshi?
That is a good question, actually. We had just played the...
Focus.
I am trying to focus. I'm trying to think of what it's called again.
Watanagashi?
No, not Watanagashi.
School?
Keiichi, Rika, and Satoko had lost the team...
Bento.
Yeah, had lost the bento challenge and had to go...
activity to see who could make the best bento, which of course Rika and Satoko lost because they didn't make a bento. They stole it from some of the boys in the class because they didn't have time to make any because they spent all evening at Keiichi's place making dinner for him.
That's exactly what I said. Keiichi then also admitted that he didn't make his own bento, and all three of them had to do the punishment game, which is to tell their teacher that Chie that curry sucks. And basically it ended with Satoko being super personal.
Yeah, you stink.
Yeah, basically.
Kind of weird.
Which was a bit too much, if you ask me.
Yeah, she went straight for the jugular.
Yeah.
I just realized with a banner you couldn't see my hand movement except for this. But you get what I mean.
You also don't really know what happens after that because it cuts to after school where they're chatting and where they still want to go get dinner on the last day that Keiichi is alone. Rika goes like, oh, I have stuff to do, so you go have fun with Satoko.
Yes, then they go shopping together. She teaches him all the housewife tricks, like go to the store a few hours before closing and then you will get all the sales. Like, oh my god, this pork belly is 50% off. Quick, get it. So they do shopping, they have dinner together. Keiichi has a long inner monologue about kind of acting like her big brother because her Nini, Satoshi, isn't around. For some reason he ran away at some point in the past. We do not know any details. And he has this internal turmoil about whether it is okay to be like a big brother to her or whether he shouldn't do that and whether it's okay to enjoy that because she has a real older brother or not. Ultimately, he just comes to terms and goes, I'll enjoy this while it lasts. And whenever we get to the point that this whole relationship changes, then we'll just deal with it then.
But Satoko did admit that she kind of sees him as a brother in these moments and they have all of this bonding and it's been fun. And what happens after again?
And after that, that's a horrible question because I am blanking out.
I believe we skip to the next day at school, where we want to have club activities. And then it's like, Keiichi was like, oh no, I can't because I have something to do at home.
I have work. Because my dad has people come over for work and I need to like wait on them. I need to like give him drinks and snacks. So he goes straight home. And we basically have it confirmed to us that Keiichi's dad does draw hentai doujins. We don't know exactly how far the mother is involved, but now we know why they have a separate entrance for all of this as well, and why Keiichi has never seen this, because it's porn.
Apparently, yes.
When he gets a call from
Rika, I believe,
one of his friends, telling him, oh my god, we need you to quickly come to this elementary school near Okinomiya Station. There's a huge fight happening. We need backup. They are doing things.
They're outnumbering us and we're going down one by one.
Man, Keiichi's like, oh my god, don't we have like a metal bat? And then Keiichi's dad's like, no, but I have golf clubs, why don't you take those? So he just grabs those, gets on his bike and goes to Okinomiya Station, where he meets Rika, who goes like, yeah, just follow me. And that's where we left off.
His dad didn't say take those, he only said we have those. Then Keiichi took them and ran out on his dad, who was shouting after him to come back.
Oh yeah, true.
So we're probably gonna be grounded after, but yeah, Keiichi believes there is actually some kind of fist fight going on.
Yes.
And is out with heavy metal golf clubs.
Heavy metal golf clubs? Do they like Black Sabbath?
Yeah.
Okay. Or are they more of a Metallica kind of clubs?
Nah, Black Sabbath, anything. And is willing to apparently fuck people up, so...
I think chapter 2 Keiichi has shown us that he's willing to go very, very far for his best friends.
Apparently, yes.
I mean, even when Mion turned out to be a murder Yakuza demon, he was saying, no, she was my best friend. I don't care that she tried to kill me twice. Or however many times, really.
And that's where we were.
That's true. And I'm sweating just sitting here because did I mention it's warm? No, I haven't. Not yet, at least. But it's warm, people.
Not yet, but it was bound.
Summer can be over, please. Tifa, are you ready?
I am ready. It's absolutely ready for winter.
Bam! Are you really best friends if you can't stab?
Wait, if you can't stab your best friends?
If your relationship can't handle being stabbed by them.
I think we're good at that point. I mean, even when our best friend stabbed us, we still were fine.
I want to say that, I mean, ultimately you all make your own choices, but I don't want anybody to stab me. Therefore, I don't want my friends or even best friends to stab me either. But maybe I'm the weird one here.
You do have a point, yeah.
I hope I don't have a point. I want to avoid the stabbing. I tried really hard, but you gave me nothing, so that completely just went out of my mouth and withered. I'd have to have a really good reason for it. Can I think of a good reason why I would want one of my friends to stab me?
What if I would get like $1 million to stab you?
No.
You can stab me in the arm.
No. I think the only reason I would have for letting somebody stab me willingly would be if like an animal attacks me and is still attached to me. Not an animal. If
the animal,
something stabs me. Yeah, but let's be real, you're gonna miss.
No, it wouldn't.
It depends on what it is.
I mean, if it's like super tiny, maybe.
If a small aggressive bat got me and I'm like flailing around, chances are because of my movement and you being like, oh my god, it's so cute, it's a bat, you're probably accidentally gonna stab me.
I mean, I'd probably knock you out on purpose. But then again, knowing you, you'll knock yourself out quite fast.
Press A. Why is that not working?
What's
Bear
that
with me a
working?
moment.
Oh. I was like, the screen is on.
Because our internet died earlier. See? There you go.
Oh, then we also don't need to press A.
We should press A, but first I should get the bot working. Thank you for using a command when I had not thought about that. Good thinking. Exactly. Now it will work again. Meanwhile, Tifa sit like a human. Yes, please. Thank you for it.
I was already sitting very straight, but I will sit straighter.
The other redeems also work. They should.
Now they do, yes.
There were a lot of bicycles left out in front of the school. Left mine very next to them in the same way. I could tell there were a lot of people flooding the campus. Were the two armies in the midst of a huge no-holds-barred brawl? I took my golf club in hand. Whoosh! I swung it. I felt the sensation of it sticking firmly to my palm. Great! The feedback wasn't bad. I'm gonna go all out with this thing. I dashed at a breakneck speed to the school gate, swinging it around.
What game do you think they're playing?
I do not know, but this looks like baseball.
Oh yeah, wait, she even said that a bat would be handy.
Yes, I'm thinking like baseball, softball.
Also, look at me.
Yes.
You have something there.
Thank you, Tifa.
You're welcome.
I now feel 12% prettier. Come with me, Rika-chan. I will show you what the mighty, manly warrior Keiichi Maebara can really do.
Wow. Keiichi, you're so reliable. You're going to rampage with a golf club.
Why does this suddenly feel like we're playing GTA? Like GTA Visual Novel Edition? Rika-chan applauded me, though a little dryly, lauding my valiance. The manly Keiichi Maebara put it behind him and headed for the place where he may die.
But Keiichi, why did you bring a golf club today?
I had no choice. At first I figured a baseball bat would have been good, but we don't have one at my house. A golf club was far better than going barehanded, so I brought one.
How very excellent. I will give you a pat on the head. I can't wait to see your golf club rampage.
Despite the emergency situation, Rika-chan reached up and stroked me on the head. Hey! This is no time for jokes! Huh?
Crack!
Just then an extremely loud metallic sound rang out and I heard many people cheering.
I wouldn't say that is the sound of crack when a baseball hits a ball.
Yeah, same. The sound effect was closer to it. I'm pretty sure it's
Plum?
like softball or whatever. That was the hitting the ball with a metal bat. Specifically a metal bat.
Yeah, but I wouldn't name the sound effect crack.
Swing!
No, it's not swing. What's the best sound for
What's
hitting
the
a ball?
German sound for hitting a ball?
I'm quite sure
question.
Germany has a sound for that. Or has a word for that. There's no way you don't.
Schläger Ball Zusammenpralllaut.
The worst thing is it even sounds legit.
That would be a word 10 out of 10 German. I know, right? I had to think for a second. That would translate to the sound that is created by the impact of a ball on the bat. There you go.
Makes absolute sense.
I'm kind of proud of myself.
Left! Ah, we missed!
Run! You can get to second base. Go!
Center! Calm down! Send it to third!
The center fielder caught the ball and after a brief pause sent it flying to third base. If he had pitched it wildly, it might get there. He gave up on second and threw it to third with time to spare. The instructions from the bench, they were solid. Wait, what?
Oh, Keiichi-kun's here. Satoko-chan, Satoko-chan, Keiichi-kun's here. You're late, late! Loafing around is only okay when you do it at the bread shop.
Oh my god. Ooh, that's a good one.
Hey, new character introduced.
Oh. Wait. In the remake art style, he looks even sexier.
Here he looks a bit older than...
What's with that?
The eye thing made him look like he's in his 30s, which he probably is not.
I can never tell with some art styles. Yeah. Because anybody from like 12 to 35, if they're supposed to be not old looking, looks exactly the same. Also, wait, can we listen to it? No. Next one. In the OG, he does the Thriller dance. It does look like it. It's like Thriller. Da, 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 da. But hey, at least we don't see the flash mittens on him.
Yeah, that's true. He's lacking fingers.
Where?
Not here, but in the other one he only has 4.
They're just off screen.
Oh.
And what do you mean here?
He only has 4
Oh, you
fingers.
mean on the hand that he has like stuck in his belt?
Yeah.
Yeah, the little finger is hidden behind. Well, you see what I see.
But new character. Every game or every chapter so far, new character.
I will just give him the Tomitake voice for now.
If this kid will keep coming back.
Of course he's gonna die.
I mean, he does have a name.
Yes, he's gonna die. I don't see why he wouldn't. Miss Maebara-kun kid, will he really be able to save us? We're up against the elite school's ace, left arm Kameda-kun. To be able to beat a Koshien class pitcher, he must be a god. Wait, I want to actually hear that voice. And maybe I have something to model mine on.
その前原君って子は本当に助っ人になれるんですか？相手はあの強豪校のエース左腕の亀田君ですよ。甲子園クラスの投手を打ち崩せるなんて一体どんな助っ人なんです？
I don't think I can pull that off. I don't have that tone in my range. Koshien is where they have a Japanese World Series. Thank you, that I will think to remember. He sounds like an attractive, intelligent man, so I should just use my own voice, man.
It's okay.
I love how that got no reaction from you.
I'm sure that Keiichi-kun can turn the tables. Don't get ahead of yourself. You have a beautiful voice.
Maybe I did already have that voodoo experience and this is my reality breaking apart. Am I not attractive and intelligent?
He's a really dependable person.
What? He's the pinch hitter we brought in to take out left arm Kameda with his bullet fastball? One who had one hit suddenly sounds like Pokemon. One who had one... The order of sounds my mouth needs to make here is so weird to me.
You can do it.
Even when I just read the line, like it throws me up.
But which bit? The one who had
one
no run.
One who had one no-hit, no-run game after another during the regional qualifiers. The undefeated demon pitcher of Ooshima. The super high school level pitcher that had already been marked by professional scouts. He's going to win against him? Super high school level? See that reference, translator Chan?
Wasn't there a baseball guy? What was his name?
Yeah. Leon Kuwata? Possible. Der Songvogel des Deutschen. I'm gonna get that tattooed on my left butt cheek.
I'll make an appointment for you.
Can you make it a temporary tattoo? But then on the right butt cheek, a manatee.
I'll tattoo it on you.
No, Tifa.
Temporarily.
No.
Draw it on.
I want a realistic style manatee, but the face is just like 2 dots and then like a 3.
Like a ditto face.
Yeah, kind of.
That sounds like it could be fun.
That would be adorable. Why are we talking about my butt cheeks right now? Please read
You're
your
the
line.
one that wanted it on there.
Have I mentioned that I'm warm? Just read your line.
Some greenhorn pitcher like that.
Sorry, I laughed too.
Some greenhorn pitcher like that is no match for Keiichi-san. He'll send his throws all the way to the back screen for an easy victory.
Was a slugger like that in this prefecture? I had no idea. He must have gone under the radar.
Hey, that scout stood up. Hey, take a picture. His full name is Keiichi Maebara. Look him up in the database and send his history to our office.
We haven't done anything yet. We have literally just arrived.
Yeah, but if the entire crowd goes like, oh, he's amazing, he is God.
Okay, fair enough. You can be man.
Which one is Keiichi Maebara? Pictures! Pictures!
A whole lot of sports journalists, led by Satoko, gripped their cameras tightly and searched for the rumored Keiichi Maebara. As for me, I was so dazed at what was happening that I was frozen in place with my golf club up in the air. Spirits are high. They are.
That's how we're gonna hit those balls.
I think hitting a baseball being pitched at you with a golf club would be incredibly hard.
Yeah, with a baseball bat, it's too easy. That's how good we are. We need a challenge.
Should have brought chopsticks. I mean, go big or go home, right? Or in this case, go small, I guess.
Keiichi-san, over here. Eh?
The camera people stared at me through their viewfinders, and just like I had, they turned to stone. In the hands of their gallant pinch hitter, Keiichi Maebara was a golf club. Nobody could seem to understand why I was holding something like this. And at this point, neither did I. Cheap. Cold, greasy sweat dripped from me. The first one to break the inordinately awkward silence was Reina.
Keiichi-kun?
Yeah?
I like this
Yeah.
background sound.
I also hear this every time I make a fool out of myself in real life.
Oh.
Something like this. It's more like the clown entrance music for the circus.
May we ask you a question?
Please. Please don't. Psychic waves of my entreaty flowed out of my face along with my sweat. It somehow seemed to reach the two of them. The deathly quiet reporters all parted as Moses once parted the sea. But Moses probably didn't go through the parted seas this quietly. The tropical sound of a steel drum. It's beautiful. If you were playing baseball, then tell me that from the start.
What? Did I not say that?
Oh, it was Satoko that called.
Yeah.
I mean, I told you to come to the campus with a baseball bat. What else could you have thought it was? And what manner of thinking caused you to mistakenly bring a golf club here instead?
I think Keiichi-kun must have done it on purpose to lighten our moods and get us pumped, I think.
We should have taken the giant hatchet that Reina had, but then do the cool thing where we turn it around 180 degrees, so we don't hit the ball with the sharp side of the blade, but the back, the flat back of the blade.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Or we do hit the ball with the sharp side and have it fling in two directions to confuse the enemy.
I think that constitutes a foul ball.
Not here.
For those of you that know anything about baseball, what does it? What happens if the what's the word? Pitcher? No, the pitcher is the guy that throws, right? The hitter actually destroys the ball on impact, because I don't think that counts as like a home run or anything.
Ball goes poof.
I guess.
To be fair, it sounded like an emergency.
Yes, she made it seem like that.
Yeah, but would one really think that we're in a situation Like in a fight with hooligans and you need to bring a baseball bat.
Yes. In Hinamizawa, yes.
Oh no.
Yeah. No, I understand this. Destroyed ball is usually a foul, see?
I guess.
Rina smiled bitterly and covered for me with all her might. Please believe her, everyone. I'm begging you.
Keiichi loves golf. Pet pet.
Hey, Keiichi, we need another player for baseball match. Yeah, just...
We're losing. Come help us.
Why say many word when less word is good? Rika-chan started patting my head and a broad grin on her face all the while. I pushed her hand away, grabbed her from behind by her suspenders and picked her up like a kitten.
Meep.
Only now do I realize that she has suspenders.
Do you think it was part of the shirt?
Yeah. Rika-chan! Why didn't you tell me it was a baseball game when we met at the station? I wouldn't have had to suffer such a disgrace.
Meep.
Rika-chan's smile was like the sun, so incredibly innocent. She's glowing. When I saw Rika-chan's radiant smile, I couldn't help but feel like I could forgive anything she did. However, if Rika-chan thought I actually would, then she had another thing coming. Anyway, this is your punishment. Reina?
Meep.
Rika-chan still plucked up in my hand. I offered her to Reina. That's right. The kidney fight Rika-chan sent Reina's voltage into overcharge.
I'll take her. Reina will take her. I'm so cute.
Up.
Spinny, spinny.
Reina stuck out her tongue like a chameleon and preyed upon Rika-chan while spinning her around. What?
Like a chameleon.
What?
Oh look.
Like unrolling it like...
That doesn't work. Meep. Satsuko is a good cook with little sister qualities, but she's not exactly the brightest.
I guess.
Satsuko is great.
And I guess Reina is like... I can't picture it.
Also, where's the chameleon tongue?
Just imagine it.
Rika-chan's so cute. Rika-chan's so cute. Meep. Meep.
Reina held her tight as a vice and began to get her fill of rubbing her cheeks into Rika-chan's. The cheeks rubbed together tightly. Rika-chan's face looked like it was being crushed by Reina's.
I do not know what has happened, but it looks like Rika has gotten her just desserts.
Yeah, I recently found out that Rika-chan isn't only cute.
I got Keiichi's permission. I'm gonna take you home.
That's not how consent works.
Yeah, but someone else can consent for you.
Is this the Ace Attorney's school of thought again? The woman's opinion doesn't matter because a man said it's fine? Like...
Meep. Meep. Meep.
For the moment, I just gave her a 3-minute timeout. The 80s was a different time. Yeah, and Japanifornia is a wild place. By the way, Satoko, that urgent call was for a baseball game?
Yes, that's correct. You said you had a house party with your family? I suppose I was wrong to ask, but at times of trouble like these, you obviously must prioritize friends over family.
It felt like that's what I was supposed to be saying, not you. Well, it was just a business party for my dad, I guess. Honestly, felt glad to be called out here. So, what's the crisis situation like? 6-7, which means our team is losing, huh? 2 outs in the bottom of a 9th? What the heck? This game is almost about to end.
We would have had a little more time if you'd gotten here sooner. Do you have any idea how difficult it was for us to hold out for this long?
I have no idea what state of the game he just described. I don't know anything about baseball other than I've played Wii baseball before.
The 9th inning is the last one.
Yeah, but 2 bottoms out? What?
It's okay.
Doesn't matter.
It's almost done.
Yeah, I hope so. Alright, I'm sorry, okay? So, what am I doing? Am I gonna be the pinch hitter? Just leave it to me. I may not look like it, but I went to the batting cages a lot before I moved here. My dad went there for fun and I used to go with him pretty often. I'm pretty confident about just hitting the bat with a ball, but... That was a good one. A tremendous sound rang out, the likes of which I'd never heard before. The catcher's mitt trembled, sending up a light cloud of dust, telling me the tremendous sound had come from the ball. Hey, now wait a second. What's up with that crazy fastball anyway?
I'm surprised. Yeah, that's a bona fide Kashin level pitcher. Don't you know about left arm Kameda-kun, the high school ace famous in sport magazines?
Sorry, can't say I do. Wait, Mion! What happened to you? Mion showed up and to my surprise she was wrapped up in bandages. Just what on earth happened?
Probably slid on the ground trying to get an inning.
And why don't we get character art for that? That's my next question. A game of baseball has 9 innings, so bottom of the 9th means the endgame area. When you get 3 outs, the inning ends. Oh, okay, so the problem is if we get another player kicked out, then the game is over for us anyway.
We must hit.
We must succeed. Thank you. Now I understand the stakes.
Well, you came late, so I guess we need to explain from the beginning.
Oh, done with Rika-chan.
Yep. I had a lot of fun, and she's so cute. She's so soft and fluffy and squishy. I could eat just her cheeks 3 meals a day.
Just like Tifa.
I do have big cheeks.
They're fluffy too, like squishy.
Meep, I can't get married anymore. Oh no.
You what? What?
Like how we're all ignoring that.
Also, the next line 100% has been used in adult-oriented fan works. I don't want to read that.
Say it.
Don't want.
And don't forget the star.
I wonder how Rika-chan's cheeks taste if you could eat them 3 times a day.
No, I heard.
That's the star.
The star was in there, I heard it.
That's the sound of a star in this moment. It almost flipped my own delusion switch, but I put a stop to it using logic. I was an adult. Clearly. Okay, explain away. How did things get screwed up enough that a Koshian relief pitcher ended up in a baseball game for fun? Everyone exchanged glances. Then Reina spoke for all of them.
At first, well, it was just a normal baseball game. It's nothing much, just a little grudge match between the Hinamizawa fighters and the Okinomiya titans. We were just having a grand old time, really nothing much.
Well, in simpler terms, it was an intramural match. A match to settle the grudge between Hinamizawa and Okinomiya.
We say grudge, but it's all pretty peaceful and friendly.
Until you realize that the Hinamizawan people like to consider themselves as better than everybody else because they're descended from demons.
As long as they accept that, it's all friendly.
Yeah, just assume that we are better than you in every possible regard. I wonder how they spell fighters. Why?
F-I...
Is that a Japanese kanji joke I'm too German to understand? So why is our whole club a part of it? Some of you are wearing uniforms and some aren't. Last I checked, we were in the school baseball team.
Dennis, well, It was pretty irresponsible. They happened to have some players who couldn't make it today. They were pretty down in the dumps, so we ended up getting involved post-haste.
I see. So, if there weren't enough members, anyone could come to the rescue, whether boy or girl, and no matter what grades they were in. A jumbled-together feeling was the hallmark of our school. But Rika-chan told me we were crushing them at the beginning.
Mi is an amazing batter. She was hitting home runs left and right.
Myeon proudly stuck out her chest. Doing so seemed to hurt her somehow, and she groaned pathetically.
Yes, every time Mian-san went up to bat, she hit a home run and brought everyone on the bases in.
Unlike Satoko, she can actually hit the ball.
Oof.
Rika!
Meep.
Alright, I think I got the gist of it. So, you were having a pretty easy time until that Koshien pitcher showed up.
That's right. It was all us at the beginning. Maybe we didn't get all that many points, but we were always getting people on the bases. And Kameda-kun just happened to show up to watch the game today.
Apparently, Kameda attends a fairly well-known school in our prefecture that frequently sends people to Koshien. This man, known as the ace of their baseball team, Kameda, seemed to be quite skilled. Now that I thought about it, it was certainly strange to see cameramen with journalist armbands here to watch a casual baseball game out in the sticks like this.
So Mion is gonna get scouted after this?
I wouldn't be too shocked, yeah.
I heard that when Kameda was little, he was on the Okinomiya Titans. You figured it out, right? His old team was losing, so that's why he jumped in as a relief pitcher and took the mound. Now it's just terrible. We can't even hit any foul balls, much less get anyone on base.
But still, a Koshien pitcher barging in, it's unfair! We're just playing for fun!
All the boys wearing the Hinamizawa fighters uniform were hanging their heads in disappointment. I knew almost all of their faces. Isn't everyone here a classmate? Oh, I see. We're the only school in Hinamizawa after all. Oh, it's Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun. You were on the baseball team too?
Was I Tomita?
I think so.
Maebara-san!
Oh, right.
Too late. His uniform was brand new and not very dirty, fresh off the presses. I could see handmade banners with their names written on them in the grandstands. I see, their families came to root for them in their debut game today.
Okamura said he just got his bat today as a present from his dad.
Aww. Brand new bat sparkled. That kind of present, a man just has to perform well.
He practiced swinging a whole lot just for today. Tomita-san, well, he went too far and he tore the skin off his hand. See? Unfortunately.
Oh. This. Ah. Bah. I'm imagining it.
Oh. Oh, well.
I'm guessing somewhere on the palm, you know, from the
Yeah,
batting.
I guess.
Oh, that's the worst.
Trying to think how that happens.
Hurting your skin anywhere near your palm is super bad because like you use your palms all the time. Like every movement with your fingers, it will involve the palms in some way. Ugh.
It's a really annoying place.
His torn hand looked like it hurt, but from that injury you could sense his backbone. I get it, guys. You wanted to make your big moment a good one. The savior of the Okinomiya Titans. We could hear the sounds of Kameda-kun's tremendous fastball practice. This was no joke. He was definitely on a level far above high school kids. But at his level, he clearly shouldn't have been interrupting a grass lot game, grudge match, though it might have been. He should have understood how much better he was too. But should that stop him? Didn't stop anybody else from what they're doing.
I mean, we had people jump in, he can have people jump in, and if he's having fun too.
Exactly.
No need to go easy.
This guy. Was he being serious against opponents like these?
Yep.
Rena thinks it's immature.
Rena's eyes grew harsh. It took a lot to get Rena mad.
But especially when there's cameras and everything pointed at him, the moment he doesn't go all out and he loses, that's the end of his early career.
Yes, basically.
Like, he has to now.
I don't blame him.
I don't think that's a mean thing.
As for Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun, they were sniffling, fighting back tears. We heard another tremendous noise from the mid. I turned around and with left arm Kameda-kun was looking at us and grinning boldly.
Anyway, that's how it is. Now that it's come to this, we have no choice. We have to engage in real battle.
Yeah, it looks like we have to get serious.
Yep, and then we tried getting serious. But then Mi-chan went...
Oh, sorry,
Mi-chan went out with a bang.
Mion, embarrassed, scratched her head, then a moment later doubled over in pain. Went out with a bang, but how on earth did she end up getting injured like this?
Kinda intense for a baseball game.
Yeah, this feels like anime baseball. You know, where they throw the ball and then it like rotates, there's like this corkscrew movement in the air as it comes towards your face. Like there's flames suddenly happening. It goes so fast, it rips the air, creates a vacuum.
It would take a really long time to explain. The one thing I can say is that she came up empty even though she pushed herself that hard.
I risked my life and I couldn't even get 1 point.
Our secret plan did nothing, and now we're very sad.
I couldn't even imagine what sort of secret plan it was, but it must have been crazy enough to get her that badly hurt. Still though, we're still playing baseball thanks to you failing, right?
Yep. Maybe Mi-chan's last resort wasn't very baseball-like, I think. We have no other recourse now, do we? It means that we need to settle the score front and center in a manner befitting a baseball game.
With a golf club.
That's right. We have to settle it like baseball.
What?
I have no clue.
I think normal people would have given up and gone for a frontal attack. But as a member of our club, I wasn't about to accept that so easily.
I think normal people would take a break here.
I think I am normal people. BRB.
BRB.
Oh, that was a slow one. Oh, did you have a knack?
Crack! We're back.
Oh, now I can't play baseball anymore.
Oh, injured. Wow, we lost before we even started.
I must say though, real quick, hashtag gym bro moment. Are you good?
Yep.
Why did you duck away from the stream? It looked like, no. Oh my god, Jack's gonna talk about the gym. I have not woken up with a headache from my neck since we started going to the gym.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I can recommend that. Sometimes, apparently, at least for me, it seems to have been a muscle issue. Ever since I started doing exercises for my neck, been doing much better. I want to say I've had one headache, no, two, since we started going to the gym.
Oh,
and usually I have one every week or 2 weeks.
I do still wake up with headaches, but it goes away relatively fast. But I don't really have backaches a lot when I wake up anymore.
Yeah.
So I guess that's something.
So, mission succeeded. Skinner, vielen Dank für die... screw it, I don't know what a resub is in German.
Ey, Digga, wie geht's, Mann? Wie geht's?
Du hast dich verändert, alle sagen das. I feel like we need to explain this too. So, first of all, thank you very much for your resub.
Appreciate it. Digga.
And to hold that because Tifa wasn't ready. So, Skinner, in his and Benjima's Discord posted a picture that apparently Skinner did a DNA test ancestry thing, and it turns out he is 2.2% French and German.
2.2.
Of course, that means he's 2.2% German, and the French is just... let's not talk about that. So, of course, Tifa had a while ago explained to you all that in German we have this expression Digga. It's important to fully pronounce the D, because especially to English-speaking audience, if you don't hear the first sound, this can go horribly wrong. For good reason, because you know what I mean. So of course, now that we know that Skinner is effectively German, Tifa whipped out the D word again. That's what that was about, exactly. So yeah. Skinner
oui, oui.
will now known be as Digger. Thank you for the resub again.
Oui, oui, zwei Baguette.
What are you doing?
Mein Digger.
I'm pretty sure they'll slap you if you order like that in France. And for good reason, they honestly should. But Honest Psycho would like you to sit like a human.
I can
Thank
do
you
that.
for that.
There we go.
Oh, this cold water is so nice.
Croissant.
Skinner, almost as if prepared for you, we actually do have a command for that. There you go. I hope you feel valued in your newfound heritage.
Oh, that reminds me. We only say croissant.
Yeah, the is silent.
Croissant.
Yeah, it's like actual French. You know, you write it one way, but you pronounce it another way. Croissant.
But you do hear the end.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the asterisks are for.
Well, doesn't
Be
matter.
about to order a beret. Don't forget your baguette, some nice cheese, maybe a little bottle of red wine.
Has to be a brie.
I want to go for a picnic
Or
tomorrow.
smelly cheese. A picnic.
Yeah, like a baguette, some nice cheese.
How about during our vacation we go for a picnic,
We could do
but
that.
we prepare like our own stuff for it.
We could do it. Je suis la jeune fille. I am the little girl.
Oui.
Okay, Dark Lord. Please remember you need to be at least 18. You need to be at least 13 and then have the permission of your parents to be on Twitch. I'm just saying. What is happening? The things that happen when it's warm. I need another sip of his ice water, one second.
Which does not taste like garlic. It's very nice.
You're welcome. Learned it watching. I learned it from watching
Muzzy.
Muzzy? I don't
What's
know
muzzy?
Don't know what it is.
Is it like
It sounds
Dora
like
the Explorer, but then French?
It sounds like a word Skinner would use in an NSFW channel.
Muzzy.
Yeah.
For what?
I will not say because that would be NSFW.
But you started it.
I'm pretty sure people that are as brain damaged as me will understand what I just meant. And it's good that you don't. It's honestly good that you don't. Meanwhile, baseball match. Like, baseball? I don't know. Why am I not typing? If we look at it like a baseball game, then we can't be picky, can we?
Is it our club's creed after all? Why can I not laugh as Reina?
Because you laugh like it's a word. You don't go, yeah, it's our club. You go, it's our club.
Yeah, but go like in that pitch and try to laugh.
This is the one and only time you will hear Jack voicing Reina. For good reason. One sec, I need water for that.
Now do a voice first. Get the...
Fuck, I can't do it either.
Because at that tone you can't do the... you can't do the rest.
We need proper voice actor training. Like the moment I wanted to go for yeah, like it just cut off. Like I couldn't.
I think I've been fine in the other tones.
Yeah.
She's Reina, so I
Reina
can't.
is just unique.
I didn't post in the chat, but I'm also 69.4 West African.
That's not nice. You
ruined the statistics.
You ruined it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, Skinner, I can't look at you the same way anymore.
Do you have to pay for a DNA test, no? Could be fun to do that once.
I don't think I want my results.
You're like 102% German, probably.
Yeah, 100.1%. It just comes back as like, it's just a sliver of paper, it's like, it's just German. Same 23andMe that Fully and Beth did last year. Well, maybe one day we can do ours.
Oh, it could be fun to see what comes out. What about the other, like what, 28%?
And that's correct. We can't be picky, that's the virtue of our club. Oh, that's the virtue of our club.
This somehow feels offensive. Like we're being personally attacked. I don't understand this entire conversation at all.
Same.
Reina and Satoko laughed to each other delightfully. It wasn't really a virtue we could brag about, but the best thing about our club was that we never rolled over and gave up.
But the cameras are all watching very closely, so it will be hard to cheat.
Oh, now I'm beginning to get it. They were talking about playing like in their club. What are you doing?
My chair rolled away when I moved.
Please swallow first. I don't know why, but I saw something bad happening. 10.1% Spanish and Portuguese. It feels like a cop-out. Just tell me which part Spanish, which part Portuguese.
Now that you mention it, it's the same with the German and French. What part of the 2.2% is German?
I don't know. Rika-chan spread her arms wide, indicating the array of reporters in the bleachers. She was right. With all those cameramen watching us through those cameras with giant telephoto lenses, foul play would be fairly tough.
That's right. That's the bottleneck. Everyone's eyes are on us. We can't be too bold. Oh.
I never did think Michan's ways were very ladylike, though.
Satoko and Rika-chan both nodded behind Reina. Then let's get down to business.
And
Our
defeat
team.
the Hans. Sorry.
Do you... Out of all the possible ways to die, I think being smashed to pieces by a Disney lawyer coming through my window is very low on my list of like preferred ways to go.
The one line is fine.
I was waiting for it to happen. To be fair, it does list various cities in the DNA test, but with a smaller percentages it's unable to narrow it down fully. That sounds like a weak excuse, you should get your money back. Do your homework properly or don't do it at all, right? Like go big or go home.
Oh, that's kind of interesting though.
Da da da.
DMCA. Legally distinct lyrics to a similar melody.
Our team is down 1 run, and right now we're losing.
The problem with that song, I can't think of a proper name right now actually. It's not Let's Get Down to Business. What is the name of the song? It's the Mulan song, I know that, but what's the name of the song? I'll Make a Man Out of You.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
There we go. The problem with that song is that it is so good that every time somebody brings it up, Tifa will keep repeating it for the next 36 days. And it's kind of disrupting me reading the line.
Da da da.
How about you read Skinner's line like that?
I'm also 5.3 Central and South Asian, Bengali, Northeast Indian, and Sri Lankan, Southern India. It is a dope song, la 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 la. La 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 la.
Are you gonna pay the royalties to Disney? Because I won't. I don't have that money. Get out of your system now?
I think I did.
Because I don't think you were swift as the coursing river, or mysterious as the dark side of the moon. You good?
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure? Promise.
No, I don't promise, but I think so.
Then let's get down to business. Our team is down 1 run right now.
Plus, it's...
No. Read the line.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I was starting it.
You were Mulaning it.
I was not Mulaning it.
Yes, you were.
Plus, it's the bottom of the 9th. And we already have 2 outs. If this old man's plan had gone better, we'd have our bases loaded right now and about. Oh wait.
You what, mate? Right about now.
There is no point lamenting a failed plan. Our club never loses heart and always goes on to the next one.
Satoko said eagerly, trying to cheer up the downcast Neon whose secret plan had failed.
I like how we have an hour break here.
Talking is a free action. Remember?
Oh yeah, true. Sorry.
Time only passes when we want it. Having your bases loaded means every base has a runner on it, giving you the opportunity to make more points.
I don't think that's gonna happen for us.
That makes sense. Having my bases loaded also sounds kind of TOS, but also like I'm ordering a very filled burrito. Like, I want a breakfast burrito, but with my bases loaded. I feel like that just gels.
It does sound like something I'd order.
Yeah. I also share DNA with 2 Vikings, which explains why my beard grows out in no time. With a whole 2 Vikings. That's impressive.
Do you also then know which Viking? Like, will it say a name if that's known? I mean, if they know it's Vikings.
Oh, like with how we actually know that Genghis Khan spread his DNA all across the world because of the genetic similarities between people.
Yeah.
Possibly.
But I would think you can then go like, oh, it's this one. Erik the Skinner.
You don't want to know how he got that name. Because I don't think he was working as a butcher. Genghis Khan. Da, 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 da. Now I'm doing the Tifa. Curse you, Dark Lord. It may have failed, but Satoko still seemed to have another. Satoko, you seem pretty cheerful, which means you've got something up your sleeve, eh?
Keiichi-kun, who do you think she is? It's Satoko-chan, you know? Satoko Hojo-chan.
It's gonna be a trap that she installed somewhere on the playing field. Has to be. With the amount of traps that were brought up.
At some point it has to come back.
Hey, Reiter, ho, Reiter, immer. That song is older than me and I know it. Because at the very least, Psycho, back me up on this. They play this every New Year's Eve when you're zapping through the channels looking for something to put on. This song will play at any given moment at any one of those shows. Because it's like, it's part of the German musical culture, of the DNA of German music.
I don't think I've ever heard it.
We will change that after the stream. Honestly, don't recall. Good for you. I wish I could not recall. That was right. We called her Trap Master Satoko, didn't we? She would ensnare her opponent at the perfect moment, the very end. Everyone in our club knew that we could never ever let our guards down against Satoko.
I may have taught her, but she's grown a lot and doesn't seem to want to stop. Sometimes even I'm astonished with how she overcomes such slim margins.
By the way, me bats next, then Satoko.
We were losing by 1 point, so if we could get the next runner on a base, and the runner after that could hit a big one and end the match. And that final batter was Satoko. Which is in line with trapping the opponent like we just talked about. Why are you confused?
So why is Keiichi even there?
Moral support?
See? You feel like we can win now, right?
I can't imagine what she's got set up, but it's got to be some kind of trap for sure. If I were the opposing pitcher, I'd definitely walk her. There was no way Satoko was going to hit a home run even in my dreams. But if she was going to stand in the batter's box normally, without any kind of plan, I can't think of anything else she could do. And the fact that you called me here? I see. I think I know where this is going. It meant that I was a necessary piece of Satoko's trap.
I'm excited. I wonder what Satoko will do.
If you knock the ball out of the park, all runners score a point in what they call a home run. Yeah, because they can't retrieve the ball, therefore the runners on the bases have infinite time to return to home base. That's what I recall from Wii Sports Baseball.
Just keep running. I can't wait to see Satoko's walk-off home run either. Kei-chan is indispensable for this. Understand? This is our last chance at creating an upset. We absolutely cannot fail.
Right. That much I know for sure. Just watch. Satoko and I will give you all front row seats to the greatest turnaround victory of all time. Did we ever talk about what exactly Keiichi needs to do? Because...
Then I'll explain. Your instructions, Keiichi-san.
Okay, thank you, Satoko.
Lend me your ear for a moment.
Satoko and I huddled up in a hidden place and held a briefing that anyone watching could tell was suspicious. In a hidden place, but they were watching.
I would say like a corner or something.
I
wonder what Maebara-san and Hojo are talking about.
Tomita suddenly went through his voice chain. He's hitting puberty early.
He's had like 6 voices now.
I pray it's not some crazy trick like the one the president used. Our teammates, Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun, seemed very nervous. Rina gave him a wide smile, trying to dispel their anxiety.
It will be okay, everyone. Satoko-chan and Keiichi-kun will be able to pull this off for us.
But Ryugu-san, we're up against a Koshin pitcher. I don't know if Satoko's traps will be much good.
Now everyone be silent and watch. You're gonna get to see an interesting game.
Mion, who knew everything about to transpire, looked like she was having a hard time stifling the laughter bubbling up within her.
So not stifling?
No, stifling. Stifling is what Stifler from American Pie does.
That doesn't ring a bell.
You've never watched American Pie?
No.
You have not watched American Pie?
Nope.
Ever?
Ever.
Any of them?
Nope. Not a single episode.
Okay. I guess we need to change that too. At least the first one. I'll remember Stifler doing his failing. Yeah, kind of. But, well. She will see the movie and then she'll understand what I was trying to say.
A movie? I thought it was a series.
There's multiple movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it also a series?
I don't think
or
so.
Are they just movies?
There's 3 movies. Thank you. It's a series of movies.
Oh, I thought it was like Friends and stuff. Which I've also not seen.
Did you also think American Pie is about making apple
Nice.
pie?
No, I have heard of the show before, I just never watched it.
The
I
movie!
thought it was a show, yeah, the movies. I know the name, I just never watched them.
It's funny to me that out of like all the movies that were so mainstream you ended up not watching is one that actually has pie in the title. You love pie.
Yeah, but is there actual pie in it?
Yeah, prominently actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe I'll watch them. Friends is very much like American Pie. See, I was
No,
close.
it's not.
Absolutely close.
Not the episode. Listen, I have not seen all of Friends because I found the show really boring. Sorry. But the episodes of Friends I have seen are nothing like American Pie. So I would disagree there, but I'll let it slide.
Okay, so we need to watch it at some point.
Yes. Also, apparently there's 4 movies. The backlog of things Tifa needs to watch is getting longer and longer. She was so terrifying as an enemy, but so reliable as an ally. Mion waved her hands at the umpire.
We've got a pinch hitter. I, Mian Sonozaki, am switching out with Keiichi Maebara.
Okay, wait. Intelligent, attractive guy sounds. Wait. What? When you think intelligent and attractive, you think goofy.
Goofy is intelligent. And I'm not gonna say attractive.
No, you just did say that. Tifa, the task was for me to find an attractive, intelligent man's voice. And you went with goofy. Intelligent, fine. Goofy is trying his hardest.
Exactly.
Goofy and Max, watch that. He is trying his damnedest to be a good dad to Max and he is succeeding. But, attractive. That's in the eye of the beholder. Now we know why Tifa didn't want me to start going to the gym, because I told her I would like to gain some muscle because I barely have any. Like none, effectively. She was like, no, I don't like those muscly guys. Now I know what I need to aim for. The goofy body.
Goofy is quite muscular.
How do you know? Are you...
Wait.
No,
No. I'm gonna Google this for you, and it's
Tifa,
gonna be totally safe. Here, goofy muscles, and there's gonna be no NSFW stuff. Wait.
I'm not putting this on stream.
See, look at those. It's okay. I mean, there is some NSW stuff actually.
Can you please put that away? Because I've just seen things I will not even mention on stream. That was nightmare material. I don't know. The next time I shower, I can look at my own body the same way again.
Okay, maybe don't look past the second row of Google images. Oh, yuck!
Gosh! Just pretend he's a protagonist from Trauma Center. Yeah, that's what I was going for when Tifa completely derailed me with going, I would hit Goofy.
I was just thinking of Goofy voice for some reason. Go for it.
Is that why you wanted to play Kingdom Hearts at some point?
I just don't recall ever finishing Kingdom Hearts. That's the reason.
Wait, I need to do the hair turn. Are you sure he'll be alright? He gets one line? That's what I did all of his mental prep work for?
He's gonna come back. He has a name. There's no way we're not gonna see more of him.
The umpire turned an uneasy gaze on the pinch hitter who had jumped in with a golf club. Yeah, of course, he has a golf club.
Don't underestimate Keiichi-kun, no?
The members of our clubs were the only ones grinning with wholehearted confidence. They were grinning like, a hilk!
Oh yuck, oh yuck! Why do you look at me like that?
Because now I picture you picturing Goofy. And that's unfair, Tifa. He's fictional. I don't know if I can live up to that.
Well, you were my second choice, and I'm with you. We need to get Jack a Goofy hat. Oh, that would be so cute.
I feel like I've been Goofy zoned.
That would be so cute.
I don't know how I feel about this. Are you good?
I'm good.
Why did you suddenly get thirsty when you started thinking about Goofy?
Go say your lines.
I will never go to Disneyland again. Imagine you go with your significant other to Disneyland and then you come back single because she left you for Goofy. Not the dude in the Goofy costume because he was attractive or whatever. No,
For
for Goofy.
costume.
Only with the costume.
I'm sure that has happened to someone. Who is not you.
Yet. Alright, I need to get out of this mind space. Satoko's plan was definitely simple, but scrupulous. It even looked like the entire situation had gone according to her calculations. The fact that we were losing by 1 point, the fact that I had come late, the fact that Satoko was the last batter. It even felt kind of like this had been set up before the game started. There had been a long timeout since I got here. You think?
Only like an hour.
And during that time, the opposing pitcher, Kameda-kun, took a bathroom break. Even that felt calculated. No, this is Satoko we're talking about, so maybe she gave him a laxative somehow calculated to get him to use the bathroom at this exact moment. And while he was a long way off shut up in the bathroom, our plan would begin. The opposing pitcher, Kameda-kun, there he was. In front of a urinal, pleasantly taking care of business. He thought it was only natural he would win at a grass lot game like this, and relaxed enough to relieve himself without a care in the world. No, we will not talk about how laxatives and then urinal.
No, I was not going to talk about that at all.
Oh god.
What I was going to talk about is how fancy-pantsy is this place. It has 2 thingies of toilet paper next to one another. Like,
Yeah, when one goes empty, you just use the other one.
why not just have toilet paper rolls?
Because Japanese toilet. Also, this is the same toilet as at Angel Maud, so they share the...
Yeah, it shares the
Premises.
art, but I never noticed the double thingy hanging there. Like, there's no point in having 2 things hang there. But you might as well just have a thing on the side where you have rolls of toilet paper, and so that if it's empty, you can take it off and put it in there.
I would say that it is rare to put 2 toilet paper rolls like this, but I've definitely seen this before. I have seen this before.
You need 2 rolls after Taco Bell, I guess.
Yes, live Mars. Just AI to calculate when he would need to go to the toilet and adjusted the doses. I hope so. It's one of the better uses for it.
So you don't have to change it often, and people can't just steal the rolls otherwise. I mean, I can steal the rolls like this too. You just take off the sightings and you take it out. It's not locked.
How often have you stolen toilet paper in your life?
Never, I think.
I don't even recall anymore. They're usually locked. I've never checked, because, I don't know, I've never found myself in a situation where I thought, the best thing to do right now is steal the toilet paper at this public bathroom. He thought it was only natural he would win at a grass lot game like this, and he relaxed enough to relieve himself without a care in the world. Maybe that's how he wanted to appear. However, his relaxed state was itself our chance. Right now, you've already conceded to our club. I too casually walked into the bathroom. There were 3 urinals. Kameda-kun was doing his business at the farthest one. I went to the one next to him. At that point, you should go to jail. I don't know what the bathroom etiquette is for women's toilets, but when you go to urinals, dick move, literally dick move. If there is multiple, the unspoken but universally agreed upon rule is you spread out. If there's 5, 1, 5. If a third person comes in, they use the middle one so that there's one empty one between you. I would even go so far as if I now went in there, so I'm the 4th person, I would wait for one of them to be done.
Why would you not just go into the stall then?
If no stalls were available. I'm a stall person, I always go to the stalls. I just don't feel like whatever business I'm about to be doing, I need to share that with the world. I would like to be by myself, just saying, but you know, you do you. Is there a similar etiquette for when you go to the ladies' room?
No.
You just... I will not finish that sentence. Fair, I guess you don't have that problem, really. I envy you in that regard. I believe fully that all toilets should exclusively be stalls. Urinals need to be gotten rid of.
I agree with that too, as someone who has cleaned them as a side job before.
Kameda-kun was doing his business at the farthest one. I went to the one next to him. Normally, you would leave one urinal open. Kameda-kun seems to notice me. I stood right next to him after all. You need to be Kameda.
But aren't you Kameda?
No, I'm Irie. Do you think that's the sound guys make when they go use the urinals? Were you sound affecting him relieving himself? Also,
my brain got stuck.
On what? Can confirm we can't do all pissing. I think that's a kidney stone kind of thing, right?
No.
Oh god. I keep knocking on wood. I never, ever, ever want to have to experience kidney stones. I've seen pictures, I've talked to people that had them. Oh god. Oh dear god. Cut me open on the side and take all of it out. I will never pass a kidney stone naturally. No, no. The fact that nature made it so that can happen to your body, hell no, no. No.
Aren't you curious?
No. I don't need to experience what it feels like to try to piss out what is effectively nature's razor blade. No. Girls go to the toilets in Paris, in bars and stuff, so they can play battleships. That's from White Chicks, right? That was a good movie. I need to put this water away.
What? Look who it is! The big pinch hitter!
Also, I'm sorry, but in a bathroom setting, talking to each other, already I don't like that, like, don't leave me alone. But the big pinch hitter? Pinching off a loaf? No?
That's not where I thought you would go at all. Pinching off a loaf.
That thought to me was even worse. Like, big pinch, huh? No?
Pinching of a loaf?
Yeah, when you go take a shit. I'm pretty sure that was one of the lines in your poop presentation too.
No, I'm quite sure it was not.
This game is ruining our minds today. I'm sorry for the brain rot.
Turtle hat, now that is one.
He recalled seeing me swing the golf club around like an idiot and he couldn't seem to resist the urge to laugh. Also, this game is just making me say weird things. One of the worst things I can imagine is being at a public toilet, at the urinal, and then you burst out laughing.
Well, it depends. We have context here, so...
Yeah, but I don't know how you laugh. If I actually like laugh, like laughing my ass off, my whole body moves.
That's what you mean?
I don't think like that, but my aim wouldn't be as steady. I'll leave the rest up for interpretation.
And no, I'm not anti-poop all of a sudden. I just really really didn't know what he meant with pinching the loaf.
Pinching off a loaf.
Oh, pinching off a loaf. Because especially since we're talking about peeing at a urinal.
I cannot help it when the background art is making me look directly into a stall, which is usually reserved for people who need to go number 2. Jack laughs like Santa. Yeah, it's the best way to laugh. With my whole body, it burns more calories. I, however, wasn't frustrated in the slightest. The match had already been won in the moment I arrived. The game had been decided as a big upset for our team. So now all I had to do was push things along exactly how Satoko planned. Can you please choose other words in a bathroom? I'm the one who should be laughing.
Why do we have this sound in the background?
Because it's evil and eerie.
I wonder if Keiichi-kun can do it. He will be fine. When Keiichi-san is serious, he can do this much before breakfast.
Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun, our underclassmen, asked another question with much trepidation.
Is Maebara-san, too late, really going to be able to beat that picture?
It's fine, it goes with the Tomita's going through voice changes.
Exactly.
It's puberty, it's normal.
You don't feel any confidence in Kei-chan after being in the same class with him?
I mean...
Someday he could be strong enough to control all of humanity. Join Kei-chan and you could easily rule the world.
The world? Our teammates exchanged glances. Did Maebara-senpai really have such incredible strength? Just what kind of strength would that be? The power it takes to stand right next to a guy at the urinals. My question caused Kameda-kun to stare in bewilderment, and for a moment he didn't know what to say.
Sorry. I don't think I heard you right. Could you say that again?
I smiled thinly, looked straight ahead and said it once more clearly. I'll say it one more time. Let us win. Right to the point. No threats, no beating around the bush or anything. I do not want to... They're standing at the urinals, right? Mm-hmm. At least Kameda-kun, I assume, is using the urinal.
Isn't this the place where all the best deals happen?
No! No beating around the bush!
Yeah, so we're making a deal.
She is so sweetly innocent. She doesn't get it. Tifa's brain couldn't figure out the meaning of what I'd said. I believe beating around the bush is a hunting term. Not the way I just took it.
Still doesn't ring a bell in this.
Doesn't mean a bell. Yeah, clearly
Doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, I thought you said mean a bell.
Like not beating around the bush, it's just going straight for it, which is what he's doing.
Yes, that's true. That's 100% true. I think Psycho understood. I'm okay with that. Kameda's brain couldn't figure out the meaning of what I'd said, and I could clearly tell he was confused.
What are you, some kind of moron? Let you win? Are you insane?
I've relayed our demands. What's your reply? Yes or no?
It goes without saying. Like hell I'll let you win. Is your brain broken?
Kameda didn't hide his bewilderment. He didn't want to be around someone who would babble on like this for another second. Those thoughts spilled into his expression and he quickly moved to leave the bathroom. Has he washed his hands yet? Kameda-kun, what does victory mean for you?
That's a dumb question. Priceless, absolute supremacy. Nothing else can change it.
He grinned lightly as he answered as if to make fun of me. How like a sportsman to say that. Victory decides all. No one can change that.
Of course not. No matter what kind of threats or bribes you come to me with, there's nothing valuable enough to make me abandon victory.
I was waiting for those words. I, after spinning around 3.5 times, pointed right at Kameda's face.
3.5, okay.
But when you point...
No, he walked it away, remember? So he was first facing his back, so he did 3 turns and a half to face him again.
I'm sorry. If a person ever stands with her back to me and then does 3.5 spins to point at me, I will leave.
Yeah,
I will just walk away.
Keiichi's still peeing.
like a sprinkler. Sounds like he's leaning on the urinal. I hope he was just standing there. Which is also really weird, to walk up to somebody standing at a urinal doing their business and go, come here more often. I have a deal for you. Like,
Hi.
hello, have we met? Then don't you think you should ask? Something worth abandoning your precious victory for. What kind of compensation you could be given?
What are you saying, stupid? There's nothing that could make me do that.
He was denying it, but he stopped. He stopped. He was waiting. He was waiting for me to present some attractive conditions. Have you met Goofy? No reaction from you? I'm shocked, fake fan. In a magazine interview, you said your favorite foods are grilled meat and that you don't like sweets. But you lied about that, didn't you?
What?
For example, let's say you went to a grilled meat buffet. What exactly would be on your plate? Pork loin? Korean barbecue? A pile of beef tongue? That wouldn't be it. You wouldn't bring meat with you. It would be all the pudding and gelatin and cake you could eat. The kinds a girl would love. Pretty, cute and sweet. You love Western treats like that, don't you? Kameda's face turned utterly pale. Our club already knew that he ate a mountain of desserts when he went to the grilled meat buffet. And we were all well aware of his embarrassment and his weakness for sweets despite his age. Out of all the things to shame a person for? Really?
For liking sweets.
The fact that they like desserts? Kameda-kun couldn't possibly have known that the particular grilled meat buffet chain in Shishibone was owned by a member of the Sonozaki family. I'll have to be careful when I go out to eat with my parents from now on.
No! I love the Harvey bone-in.
Harvey?
Hearty.
No! What you like is gentle, soft, cute piles of desserts topped with colorful creams. It almost makes you think of a girl, adorned in frills and ribbons, pure, ignorant of shame, cute desserts like those girls so clear and clean. And with your acne-laden face, your sports cut and your lust in full display, you sully them. Crunch, crunch, munch, munch.
Wow, shut up! What the fuck?
This is considered a feminine thing in this era of Japan.
It's like girly cake. Things with like strawberries and stuff.
I never understood the idea of trying to shame somebody for liking a certain food item. Like, if we're talking about like really gruesome stuff, like, warning, what I'm about to say is gonna be graphic while I have my hands up. If you don't want to hear that, mute us for a moment. You've been warned. Even with delays, this was ample warning. Did you know that there are people who eat monkey brains?
I mean, yes, but...
Out of a live monkey.
Oh, I've heard of that, yeah.
That
so
I
weird.
think needs to be shamed. Stuff like that. Food that is basically cruelty. Those kinds of things. Hands are down, now it's safe again. But other than those things, like eat what you want, drink what you want, why should anybody care?
Some things definitely should be, like shark fin soup, I agree as well.
Isn't the really messed up already shark fin soup, like I don't think we should do that to sharks, but isn't one of the additional problems with shark fin soup that those fishers go, get the shark, remove the fin and then
throw them back in.
Dump the rest of the shark?
Yeah.
Like, that's a waste of a perfectly good shark. All you needed was the fin, like, delicacy. I have to say, I need to look that up. Give me a second. Haifischflossensuppe. I need to check something because Haifischflossensuppe is the German word for shark fin soup. Okay, hear me out. I might have eaten shark fin soup a bunch as a kid and I loved it. Disclaimer, I was like 5, 6, 7 years old. I didn't know better. But I can tell you that there was this Chinese restaurant in our old neighborhood that, as one of the starters, had shark fin soup. And that was in the 90s. I just googled it. The European Union has banned shark fins in 2003. It could very well be that I had authentic shark fin soup. I somehow don't think so because it was a normally priced item on the menu and not super expensive, which I think shark fins were even back then. But there's a chance I've had actual shark fin soup and I remember it being delicious.
I think you misread, by the way, because it says it's not allowed anymore to cut off the fins of sharks, but you may still order it in restaurants.
Ew! Why wouldn't we go all the way to ban that stuff?
And a lot of places that offer shark fin soup is not actually shark fins.
Yeah, no, it's mock shark fin soup.
Yeah, they just try to get your money.
Yeah.
And I'm quite sure with the shark fins do not grow back. Because you said they'll regrow like a starfish.
I don't think so. I'm not gonna Google that because that stuff's cool and I don't need to know that thing.
Pretty sure the majority dies.
I want to believe that I had never fisherman as well. Cut off the arms and legs of those fishes and let them try to swim.
Like that. That I agree with.
I'm not a fan of cruelty. I'm a pacifist at heart, but part of me wants to say, yeah, do that. I do believe that I've had mock shark fin soup because I vividly remember this because I had it every single time because it was delicious. And I want to say it was egg dropped into the soup, like slowly, like drizzled. Chicken and ham. None of that tasted like anything like fish. And I think shark fin would not taste like ham and chicken and egg. I'm just saying. I don't know what exactly they do with the fin that they put in the soup. But if I had known all of this, I would have never touched it. Never. That's disgusting.
That's how a lot of it works.
Yeah. I'm certain someone fed me veal as a child at some point. I don't think it was ever affordable. Same. I actually was eating veal as a kid when my parents explained to me what veal was. And then I almost threw up and I didn't want to finish the meal. So I swapped with my dad's. I don't know. Sometimes when you know what you're eating, not always, but sometimes, it's part of the reason why I became vegetarian.
You don't want to anymore?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I just made the choice. No, I'll just be vegetarian. It's easier that way for me.
It's not always a bad thing.
No. But ultimately, outside of cruel things, I don't think anybody should be shamed for what they want to eat or drink. It's like girly cocktails. It's like, they're not girly, they're cocktails.
It's not hurting anyone.
Yeah. If somebody is offended by me drinking something that they don't enjoy, really, that's their problem. That makes them weird, not me. That's right. You eat desserts, but you don't love them. You just dirty them, violate them, and chew them. All you do is relish in the enjoyment of soiling them.
Wait. Do we want to unfold this? Because he's basically saying he's imagining these desserts are girls and not actual. Go back into the log. It makes you think of a girl in frills and ribbons.
No. It almost makes you... Wait.
The desserts make him think of girls and they look like that. So clear with like frilly desserts. They're little girls.
Tifa, I understand you're trying really hard to find cannibalism in this game at this point, but I don't think that's the thing. I think it's...
This is not cannibalism. This is... just dirty... hentai thoughts.
I think you're the only one reading it that way.
Am I the only one reading it this way?
I very much think it's the, oh my god, you're doing girly things, but you look like a man's man. So that's just weird. Those desserts are made to be eaten by cute girls like Reina and Satoko and Rika and maybe Mion.
No, go back to the log. That's not what he's saying. He is violating the desserts that look like girls because he's ugly and covered in pimples and can't get them.
Let's compromise and get through this conversation. Then we don't need to think about it.
Exactly what that conversation was.
It's time to gya.
Please, no more. My secret pleasure has been found out. I can't go on living. I have to die.
You idiot! Don't end your life so easily. Kerslam! I hit him on the side of his head as hard as I could. And then he actually hit him in the temple and gave him brain damage.
Mm-hmm.
Kameda-kun fell down like a girl. His eyes started watering and he broke down.
I'm probably the only one in the world who thinks those things while eating dessert. I'm nothing but a pervert pretending to be a proper sportsman.
That's right. You're a pervert. This time I didn't hit him. Instead I clapped my hand down onto his shoulders. Do not cry, Kameda. What's wrong with a man being a pervert? Dun dun! A man ought to be a pervert, but admitting it sets a man apart from those below him. You've been honest to yourself. You can brag about that. You can be arrogant about it. You can be proud of yourself. Instead of blaming him, I told him to have pride in himself, and Kameda-kun couldn't hide his confusion. I understand this is all fun and games, and I'm being offended on behalf of myself for no deeper meaning. But you know what this reminds me of? Have you seen videos about that too? Those alpha male boot camps? where people who think, I don't know what they think because I don't subscribe to all of it, but where guys who for some reason think they need to be alpha, pay tons of money to go out in the wilderness, and then they do group exercises like screaming into the woods, and they run around in the dirt, kind of like an army boot camp, to really feel your body and stuff. And then they get told things like, yeah, conquer, dominate, be a man. And then they go, here's $5,000. Thank you for unlocking my testosterone inside of me. I feel disgusted reading all of that. Yes, I've been deeply moved by what you've shown me. Desserts are nothing but sweet foods eaten after meals. That's what I'd thought this whole time. But I was mistaken. And you showed me that. Thanks to you, I can. Starting tomorrow, I'll be able to enjoy my desserts in a completely different way. For example, strawberry shortcake. Strawberry shortcake. Kameda's throat cried out. The simplicity of strawberry shortcake, indeed, it's somehow old-fashioned, like the orthodox maids from the gaudy times of the late 1800s. Not those flirty maids with short skirts we have now. An orthodox, fully dressed, authentic maid. It's just strawberries, but please, master, I could not prepare any more than this, so please give them a taste. That kind of honesty is unbelievably great. Please give them a taste. It's such a turn on.
Please don't touch me right now.
I'm committing to the lines. The scam of toxic masculinity.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes, and I pray that at some point the people that actually believe that this is what they need to do wake up and realize, first of all, you're being taken advantage of by people that just use your anger at something. They use your emotions to scam you. And to just realize, no, maybe I should go to an actual therapist if I feel like I want to do that. You know?
If only they thought like that.
Yeah.
Don't think sweets are it is Moe.
Yes, they are.
A turn on?
I must continue, and I'm sorry for that. For everybody that ever said we should play Higurashi, this is for you. This is what you wanted. Because they're only strawberries. The soft, accented cream decoration ends up looking like frills, laces, and embroidery. And she takes it and splits it with a fork for her master, an elegant aristocrat. No, no! It would be wild if she took it and sucked on it vulgarly like her bad master in his greasy sweat. No, no more than that. The dent in the strawberry after plucking it isn't that even better? And you let your tongue crawl over it. What kind of taste that must be?
I just can't.
You're welcome, everybody. I did it for all of you.
Now I'm hungry and horny.
It's not what I want. It's not what I set out to achieve this morning when I got up. But life gave me lemons, and I want to say I squeezed them for the lemonade. I'm committed. Like, I'm living these lines now. This is my life. 10 out of 10. Exactly.
12 out of 10. The dent? After you picked a strawberry?
Oh my god, it's a hole. Hold my hand. I can't hold it anymore. I'll go to Angel Mort on the way home and just gaze at the shortcake until I'm sated. The girls dressed up beautifully just for me. I draw ever closer to the trembling maidens, and then, one by one, I show them. For everyone I eat, I hold my jaw tight, just like this, and praise the goods, wondering who to go for next. Please translate girls as cake, alright? Keiichi-kun seems to be talking about cake combination platters. Emphasis, mine. I want to say, by the way, I exhaled so hard on these lines, I'm getting dizzy. I need a moment to just sit and breathe. Okay, I'm better.
As if cherishing each one. I hold my jaw tight like this and
swallow like a man, like you're made of nothing but testosterone. Keiichi got the Angel Mort punch card filled out, sounds like. This was 9 years before Food Wars. Did you know this is true? You can look that up, but you might want to do that before you or after you put on safe search mode. The guy who made Food Wars, before he made Food Wars, he made his living drawing hentai.
I mean, I'm not shocked. I mean, it's kind of the point of Food Wars, if only I remembered that.
No, it's not.
It.
Food Wars is a wholesome show that is about the appreciation of food.
Yeah,
why
really
else?
I
why
love Food
else
Wars, by
would
the way.
Tifa recommend the daughter of her co-worker watch Food Wars? Right, Tifa? Why? I'm looking at Tifa in the camera preview. Why else would you tell your colleague when he asked you for recommendations for his daughter to watch Food Wars? Shokugeki no Soma if you're nasty, or Japanese.
Well, because I say obviously now, but back then I forgot.
Because you didn't remember the grade A meat?
I didn't remember it being that much.
I think the technical term...
Masashi was 16!
That line should land you in jail one day if you use it like that ever again.
But judge! 16 is legal in Germany. No.
How do I make somebody unsay something? Okay, Tifa, wait a second. This lanyard that we have, this was the line? Okay, listen, this was the line, yeah? Okay? This was the line. And that's how far you crossed it.
That was really well placed. No, but when I recommended Food Wars...
stop talking!
I really did not remember that bit. I just remembered all of the wholesome moments Food Wars had, because I really loved that show. Yeah, and it has a 12+ rating.
Tifa is saying these things exclusively for comedic effect. The first season of Food Wars, the German version, got a rating of 12. That's teens for y'all Americans.
Yeah, because it isn't that bad.
No, it's edgy.
Yeah, exactly.
Not edgy, but edgy. ECCHI, if you want to get technical. Now, can you stop saying things that can be taken very wrong? Please?
I was joking about that, just spitting out facts.
What?
We had the same discussion back then.
Yes, because we have it every time this happens. And every time, as your lawyer, I need to tell you, stop talking. Should have recommended fighting foodons instead.
I haven't heard of that one.
That's an actual thing. Oh, that looks super 90s.
It really does.
Serialized in 1998.
Probably would not watch it just because of the art style now. But it's very a mix of like Beyblade.
Beyblade,
sorry.
You're a Beyblade.
I never got into that.
Wow.
That's why I don't.
It's like you didn't even let it rip.
But yeah, it's very 90s.
Real quick, fighting foodons. I need to read to you the description of a cover as per the English Wikipedia right now. Cover of a first volume that features, there's different characters on the cover. Chase, Kayla, Pie Tin, Oslo, Fried Ricer, Omelette, Hot Doggonit, and a burnt meatball.
Where's the burnt meatball?
I think it's that thing at the bottom right. I would read it just because there's a character called Hot Doggonit in it. Beyblade was live, but only the first season with the original cast. After that it kind of fell apart.
Never enjoyed it.
You only need to watch the theme song. We will do that after the stream. After we watched American Pie. Has there ever been a man such as this who could speak so passionately about a single piece of strawberry shortcake? No, there was not. There has never been, I say. Such passionate feelings are trying to melt away the stubbornness in Kameda's mind.
So how are we trying to convince him to lose now?
Kameda, I'll say it one more time. Let us win.
But that would...
Then fine. I won't rely on you. I rejected Kameda outright and turned on my heel. Enough! We've lost this game. It's over. I don't care about it anymore. Instead, once this game is over, why don't I head down to Angel Mort and get all you can eat of those lovely
It's okay, just the thought makes you excited, huh?
As I'm trying to say the line, my tongue is looking for the hole, the strawberry left in the shortcake.
That was like 5 seconds too long.
No, it was 10 seconds too short. It's this game. Like, I didn't wake up wanting to do this. Instead, once this game is over, why don't I head down to Angel Mort and get all you can eat of those lovely young ladies decorated like Western dolls and frills and ribbons? Tonight will be the greatest feast I have ever known.
All you can eat? I think the sound effects are you.
Despite this being the bathroom, Kameda-kun put both his hands on the floor. No, I'm sorry. That is diarrhea stomach pain. Okay, to read this line properly, do the following. Imagine a piece of strawberry shortcake on a plate in front of you. Okay? And it's cut in a way that there's half a strawberry stuck on the side. You can see it, yeah? Mm-hmm. You take your fork and you pick it into the side of a strawberry and you pluck out the strawberry. Now, because of the cream and how stiff the cream is, this leaves a perfect half strawberry shaped hole in your cake. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now imagine you take that plate and you move really close with your face, and then you use your tongue to trace the shape of a half strawberry. Okay, follow me on this. I didn't see no tongue. You're not prepared.
Yeah, no, like that's not happening. Okay, so why am I doing that?
Because this is not the painful This is pure peak puberty. My pants are about to rip from reasons.
Okay,
horny.
You make the sound.
You're Kameda.
So?
And I cannot take it up. I cannot do your voice for Kameda. You need to channel your whatever you think a late teenager at peak puberty specifically strawberry shortcake induced horniness would sound like after he collapsed from horny on the ground.
How am I supposed to know?
That's why I was trying to help you, but you didn't want to take my advice.
Don't forget to take the free cake from the urinal.
If it wasn't cake, why do they call it that? They're trying to keep all the good stuff away from you.
What's the free cake exactly?
It's a urinal cake. The thing you pee on that also helps clean the urinal. It's called a urinal cake.
No. But yeah, let's not touch anything in the public bathroom, especially not the floor.
Now, please, Tifa, this is your moment. This is the moment you can earn your Oscar or Emmys or whatever they do for streams.
I can only earn those for crying.
Tifa, no tears, just horny.
You'll have to
Out
deal
of
with
context, that's a horrible line.
You'll have to take it. I was wrong.
What's wrong, Kameda-kun? If you have something to say, then say it.
This is the first time I've met someone like you. Until now, I've always thought something was wrong with me, and I had to have fun secretly.
No, you had to have fun secretly. What are you waiting for, you tiny man? I already said, admitting your perversion is what separates the boys from the men. You are a man entitled to pride. Now, reach out your hand and show me how great you really are. come with me and accept that this is our world. Tifa is too much not a guide to understand these feelings.
Yeah, I suppose. Like, what the fuck?
I like the shudder in there. That was a good clap. That was a manly clap. Kameda-kun was crying tears of gratitude, unable to speak. That was the moment we exchanged the most zealous handshake the world has ever known. The handshake of a bond of our souls, ardent and intense, tight and steadfast. For a long time we remained that way. It was an enthusiastic handshake, as though we were two brothers separated at birth, embracing each other tightly as though it would give us back the time we had spent apart. That was the moment the man who would pass into legend for eating so much during Angel Maud's all-you-can-eat dessert day that he was banned from the restaurant forevermore was born. He would eventually write in his autobiography that our meeting this day was fate. But none of that had anything to do with this. Then, until later. For now, just play the game the way I described it. With just that, I turned on my heel and made to leave the bathroom. But then Kameda-kun stopped me.
Wait! At least, tell me your name.
Who? Me? My name is Keiichi Maebara. No. I kind of didn't feel like using my real name. Anyway, maybe I should lie to him and use a code name. Just call me K.
Didn't he just say his full name out loud? And everyone outside knows. K.
Oh wait, was that actually an embarrassing name? I left the bathroom behind me at a quick pace, hiding my embarrassment. But from what I heard later, apparently I look quite gallant coming out like that. He did, Kameda-kun, did his business when we came in. Then, because we were weirding him out, understandably so, he just left. So I assume he didn't wash his hands, even if he did. As we were trying to horny senpai talk to him, he collapsed on the ground from sheer horny. And he touched both his hands on the ground, and the next thing we did was shake hands really intensively and we embraced.
It's good for your immune system.
I hope so. I need another break.
Well done.
I really used my voice in that toilet.
BRB.
BRB!
We're back.
Don't forget your urinal lozenge. Don't have any in the house, sorry. Also, I just realized I spilled water on the desk. That ain't good.
Ew!
It's literally condensed
Ew.
water from my cold glass.
You've just been spinning in the bathroom.
Simba. There we go. I hope you all used these few moments to de-horny yourself. Still thinking of Goofy?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, let's do this.
You ready?
Yeah, waiting for you.
Satoko to Keiichi-san. How did things go?
Keiichi to Satoko. Negotiations successful. We settled on he and I getting all-you-can-eat dessert at Angel Maud. Mion, no problem, right?
2 guests for Angel Moore's all-you-can-eat dessert? Roger that. I'll set it up.
I am actually quite interested in how you negotiated with him. They had a really fun talk about how delicious dessert is, probably.
Out of all of these people, I would assume Reina could actually understand.
How right she is, though.
After that, the game started again. I entered the batter's box as a pinch hitter in place of Mion. But all of the pieces were already in place.
Vroom.
The straight pitch whipped by me like a bullet, true to its name. The camera people raised their voices in wonder and clicked their shutters. Yes?
Sharp pitch as always. He's really going places this summer, isn't he? That golf club pinch hitter is standing straight up too.
But doesn't Kameda-kun look a little strange?
It's like he's got a cold sweat.
I patted my shoulders with my bat and sneered at him in a relaxed voice. What's wrong, Kameda-kun? Not feeling well today? He even has character artwork! Oh, snap!
Nice. Ugh.
I was gonna look at the artwork first, but...
Good.
That's what friends at the Yakuza are for, to bribe people to lose an amateur baseball match. It's the best way. Oh, he only got it in the console release. Fair enough. I was hoping to see his pimply self, because this doesn't look like a person riddled with acne.
Yeah, that's true.
I think right now I have more zits on my face than this guy.
Also, you gotta use your powers in some way.
Fair enough. I'd rather the Yakuza do these kinds of things than, you know, actually hurt people. I couldn't swing at the ball because I was too busy laughing at it. Was that all you got?
You little... Vroom.
The next pitch, with the same incredible speed as before, it curved sharply and should have thrown off a batter's skill. But Keiichi didn't move at all. He just watched coolly. You don't need any little tricks on a straight pitch, Kameda-kun. Do people fall for those curves a lot? The batters around here, that is? Both the reporters and all the people watching noticed something was strange here. Was Oshima's Kameda, the pitcher who conquered Koshien, losing the mental battle? The next straight pitch had incredible speed again, but it went a little wild. It was a ball. I snorted, not even bothering to get ready for it. What, Kameda-kun? Scared of going right down the middle? Everyone calls you the best. You'd never walk the batter.
Shit.
The abnormal, unexpected situation spread confusion throughout the reporters. What is he? Who is this Keiichi Maebara? How can he be so relaxed when faced with that supreme fastball?
He's just bluffing. He knows he can't win. Kameda would never throw a ball at an insincere guy like that, could it?
No, I don't think it's a bluff. They say that at a high level you can see right through others. Kameda is without a doubt one of the best, which must mean he can see through to that mysterious man's true value. A really business person looking guy took off his sunglasses and gazed upon Keiichi. Huh. Is this... Could it be... The idiot pinch hitter who came in cheering them on with a golf club was actually a genius?
I'm sure baseball has long lost its charm for him and now he's trying to switch over to golf.
A genius slugger making a transfer into the golf world. What a tremendous loss for baseball. Stop the presses. We're changing up our sports columns.
Vroom. The ball... Now it's a full count.
This excessive production was, of course, all being dramatized by Satoko. The big shots constantly had their eyes on Kameda-kun. If he were to lose easily, they knew the match would have to have been fixed. Perhaps you wanted this little play of ours to create a mood where it wouldn't be strange for Kameda-kun to lose, but...
Also, isn't it 3 strikes and you're out?
Yeah, this was for 4th ball.
Exactly.
Satoko, isn't this going too far?
Do your best now, Keiichi-san. Today, this game. Tomorrow, all of baseball.
I don't want any scouts actually coming after me. I'm terrified of what would happen when the jig is up. Wait, I can't be making a nervous face right now. Ball! Base on balls!
Balls of steel. Steel. Steel.
If you don't know what Tifa is referring to, you should go to YouTube and put in balls of steel. It has nothing to do with balls, but it's a meme video that has lived rent-free in our heads ever since we first watched it roughly 15 years ago. So.
Worth a watch.
Have you gotten scared, Kameda-kun? I thought you were better than this. Kameda-kun hung his head in faint dejection.
Kei-san, I did all this according to plan, right?
Yeah. Well done, Kameda-kun. Keep going like this for the next battle. Let's wrap this thing up and then...
We'll go get all we can eat. I've got his voice.
It's horny, not pained.
What's the difference?
Really? Really?
Grin.
No. Grin. Kameda-kun and I exchanged evil smiles. For some reason there were a lot of camera flashes right then. It seemed like our dear journalist friends took it as two worthy rivals smiling to acknowledge each other's strength. As I trotted over to first base, the camera flashes continued almost to the point where they were annoying. When I got to first base, one of the reporters came over for an interview.
What? They're in the middle of a game, so he entered the field.
Tifa, he also threw 5 balls when it takes 3 to get somebody out. And I thought we already had 2 players out and the next one would be the end of a match.
Maebara-kun, do you plan on settling the score with Kameda-kun and Koshin?
No, things seem like they were about to get too big for me. Maybe I should just be honest and confess that I'm not really into baseball. Koshin? I've never been interested in Japanese baseball. I'm sorry. Whoa! This man, right from the start, he was always aiming for the world. He might become Japan's first ever big leaguer. What? The conversation was getting fantastically out of hand. Oh, I don't care anymore. I'll strike a guts pose for the cameras in desperation.
Yes! Kei-chan got on base, just as planned. Next, Satoko-chan is at bat. What will she do?
Satoko is now a bat.
Yeah, that's a squirrel.
What will she do? Alright then. Time to get that walk-off home run and win it all.
Why do I think she's gonna miss?
Satoko stepped up to the plate, waving the bat around. The reporters couldn't hold back the laughter, maybe because they had just seen his battle with me. Maebara-kun finally got on base, but now it's all over.
I see, so this is why Kameda-kun intentionally walked him. He didn't even fight it, he waited for an easier opponent for the final out.
But to avoid a direct confrontation like that, we cannot make light of him. That Keiichi Maebara.
Alright. Come on now, Kameda-san.
You making fun of me? Who do you think I am anyway? Kei-san, no! Maebara-san was one thing, but you think I'll lose to the likes of you?
Whenever this girl stepped up to the bat, she had swung wildly and missed, striking out every time.
This might sound rude, but however much Kamada-san holds back.
Start over from the beginning, you lost all of us.
This might sound rude, only you. This might sound rude, but however much Kameda-san holds back, I don't think she'll be able to hit a home run.
Am I not worthy of a good line delivery? Do I need to start a fight again? Today... Oh, there's Kameda and his forehead. I love the widow peaks. They kind of give me Vegeta vibes. I could hear the reporters declaring that there was no way a comeback could happen. Wait, what? Satoko She swung wildly and missed every single time she stepped up to bat? On purpose.
All for this moment.
She swung after the sound had ended, completely mistiming it. I could hear disappointed voices coming from those rooting for Hinamizawa. It's only natural. Every single batter has struck out. Even if worst came to worst, no one would get a hit. And that's why it didn't sound strange when Kameda-kun said this.
I can't take it seriously with someone like you. I'll give you a chance. I'll throw the next one slow and underhanded. I'll let you get a hit or two so you can go home and brag to mommy.
Of course, these lines were all part of a plot too. From out of a corner of his eye, Kameda-kun gives me a look. Was that alright? Yeah, you did great. It looked very natural. Kameda, you are a splendid actor.
No, compared to Kei-san, I'm nothing.
Even that exchange was seen as heated and enthusiastic by the reporters.
But Kei-san, however slowly I pitch, can this girl really hit it?
Don't worry and throw a ball like we planned. I think I've got a good idea of how this will turn out. Our exchange over, Kameda-kun moved from set position into a pitching stance.
Oh?
What's that thing in her mouth?
That's being cool.
But what is it?
Like a grass thing.
And come then. Throw your merciful pitch. I'll hit a huge home run off of it.
She had struck out every time she was at bat. When I heard that, my vague ideas became firm beliefs. And out of Kameda-kun's hand comes a slow, lazy pitch as though they were playing catch. Normal people would probably be able to hit it, but for Satoko, who had been striking out the whole time, just when people started to think that way, the members of her club had already realized that Satoko's trap had begun. Satoko mistook some grass for broccoli. It's the blue stuff, right? It was true.
Cool.
Striking out constantly today had all been laying the groundwork for this moment. An act. All to make it feel like Kameda-kun letting off the gas wasn't strange at all. Which meant, in other words, that Satoko...
His face. Crack.
Whoa! She got it! Look at it go!
I don't even need to run, do I?
Team Rocket's blasting off again! The super huge home run Satoko hit disappeared over the roof of the school. The reporters lost their words at the sight, and then roars of applause. Despite this being what we'd anticipated, I can't help but stare in mute amazement at the gorgeous home run. Satoko strutted over to first base.
Come on, what are you doing, Keiichi-san? Second base is that way.
Satoko, you're really good at baseball. Satoko grinned, showing her fang-like canines in reply. Come to think of it, she played baseball a lot with Tomita-kun and the others during lunch, didn't she? The fact that they always invited her to play meant she was by no means bad at it. And you purposely struck out all those times? Since before Kameda-kun even got here? Jeez, you've really got something for every occasion.
I say this all the time, do I not? I only have one trap. And when everything is about to come to a conclusion, it's enough that I don't even have to worry.
Damn it, that sounded kind of cool. Basically, she was bragging about hitting the ball. I completely slurred my line. Basically, she was just bragging about hitting the ball. But when Satoko did it, it looked so cool. Maybe this way we can be the nini to her being our nini.
The nini to our no-no.
What? No, not no, yes.
Nana.
What? That's grandma.
Fair enough.
Oni-chan is brother, right? So One-chan is sister, am I wrong? Yeah, so Nini and Nene.
Oh, like that. Okay, fine.
What were you thinking of?
I don't know. Something that sounded cuter.
Watch me whip, whip, watch me Nene. We crossed home plate in order. Me, Van Satoko, and completed our walk-off home run. Our teammates welcomed us back with their blessings.
Maebara-san! That was amazing! Totally cool! I never thought it would happen!
Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun praised me. How about that, Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun? I turned things around just fine.
Rina thinks you were cool too. Good work.
It was nothing. I briskly clapped my head against Rena's outstretched palm. Now she also has bathroom stall hands. Disgusting.
Satoko did brilliantly too. She gave us a spectacular ending.
Who do you think I am?
Man, can't underestimate her. Satoko Hojo.
Kei-chan was great too. Winning Kameda over like that. He is a magician of words.
Soul of a poet. The word for little sister is imoto. Then she can be our moto. And we will be the nipa.
Rika-chan, I don't think that's a compliment.
I took it like one.
But really, only Keiichi-san could have pulled off such a drastic move. I wouldn't have been able to do it myself.
No, that would have been really awkward.
Yeah, 100%.
I would very much like you to teach me sometime.
Yeah, you do the
Okay, Satoko, listen. Imagine a perfectly sliced piece of strawberry shortcake.
And there's like a strawberry.
And there's half a
with
strawberry
dent.
right on the side of it.
And then you do.
That's how you go to jail. That's actually how you go to jail. If you take a 12-year-old and... No. I don't want any part of this. If Satoko learned such displays of power, that's terrifying to even imagine. I'd prefer it if you didn't mimic me.
I prefer that too.
Yes. After declaring the match over, the umpire came to us. So he was the umpire the entire time. I thought he was one of the players. Well, he actually won. I'm shocked.
We said Satoko could hit, didn't we? You didn't believe us at all.
The umpire scratched his head apologetically and apologized to Satoko, smiling dryly.
Because she hit one.
And Keiichi-kun was amazing too, wasn't he? Keiichi-kun is actually the most reliable person here.
Well, when I saw him come in with that golf club, I certainly had my doubts, but that breathtaking battle against Kameda-kun had me on the edge of my seat. Right, that breathtaking farce. I quirked a wry smile. Not even the Buddha would have realized that while everyone thought this was a fair match, Kameda-kun and I were thinking about our evil dessert-violating ways.
Excuse me, coach? You remember your promise, do you not?
Yeah, this is... I guess I have no choice. Swallowed a fly.
We did it! We did it! Keiichi-kun, this means we're having a barbecue meetup tomorrow.
Rena clapped her hands and we all began to dance with joy. Tomita-kun and our teammates were jumping up and down too. What's that about? A barbecue meetup? Hey, wait, what on earth are you talking about?
We made a promise that if we won today's game, he'd treat us to a barbecue party with all kinds of high-class meats. It wasn't looking good for a while when Kameda-kun appeared, but thanks to Keiichi-san, we've won that privilege.
In Hinamizawa, high-class meat could also mean meat from people in a school grade above you, right?
No, that's high class.
That's what I'm thinking. Blech. I see. So that's what this was about. It was certainly not a game we could have lost.
Dewey's big wallet will be so sad. So sad.
You're right about that, but I did make a promise. Hey, it's free. No.
Barbecue is barbecue. You don't ask what's on it.
No, I don't want the mystery meat barbecue. Is this chicken? Is this pork? Yeah.
When you go to an actual barbecue, all of it is mystery meat. You never ask what it is.
Yeah, I do. Oh, I mean, now I don't because vegetarian, but I have. 100%. Even you yourself do that. Like whenever we did a barbecue with my family, you also asked.
Yeah, but with your family I do because they put pork on.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I hate pork.
Yeah, exactly.
But usually... You don't? Okay, well I don't have any arguments because I do it myself.
Bam! I cut for your words.
When we eat, we do it without any mercy. We need to feed our growing bodies after all. For as long as it grows. Alright everyone. Tomorrow we dine like kings.
I really hope that between now and then, Keiichi washes his hands. Yeah! All of the members of the Hinamizawa fighters raised their fists high in the air and cheered. Rika-chan was patting the head of the umpire, who was smiling painfully at the off-kilter remarks. He gave her his head and looked like he was about to cry. It looked like the prize of victory would be pretty big. You beat me, but I have no choice since I promised. Guess I should go shopping for some meat.
Have like one little sausage for each kid. That's the barbecue.
Exactly, it was expensive, well. So.
Exactly. Coach, get some grade A beef like you promised. And we won't forgive you if you buy nothing but vegetables to keep it cheap. Just buy lots of bread. With garlic butter.
I'll be okay with that. Ooh. The umpire, whom they were calling Coach, grinned dryly, crestfallen. Umpire? Coach? The uniform he was wearing had Hinamizawa Fighters written on it. Oh, so he's not just the umpire, he was actually our team's coach. Maebara-kun, is that alright? Can I call you that? Huh? Oh, yeah. This comeback wouldn't have happened if it were... After all the shortcake talk earlier, my brain is just like... This comeback wouldn't have happened were it not for you getting on base. Please, come to tomorrow's barbecue. No, besides that, would you please consider joining the team? If you were with us, we could dominate the whole prefecture.
Coach, let's leave that aside for now. You should be more worried about your wallet.
Shouldn't they ask Satoko to join?
Isn't she already part of it? No.
I don't know. Despite the coach being an adult, everyone seemed to get along very well with him. Coach, huh? Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am Irie, coach of the Hinamizawa fighters.
Also, so the fact that he did look like his 40s in the original art was actually correct.
I cannot make heads or tails of what this is supposed to portray. I'm guessing the lines under the eye is this person is older, therefore he is an adult. But everything about this outfit is giving me like, I don't know, early 20s. At best.
Well, I see that as a baseball outfit, knowing we're playing baseball. But I figured the thingies were rimples.
I see this man has a completely chiseled face. It's like he's one of the Greek gods, hewn from a singular piece of marble. Oh well. He extended his hand to me. I firmly grasped it with my own in reply. I'm Maebara. Nice to meet you. Then the coach took his other hand and began to... What? That gave me pause reading it as I was reading it. Dude! No! Ew! What? Then the coach took his other hand and began to stroke mine softly.
Not sure what stroke means here. I'm going for...
Stranger danger. Stranger danger. No. This is not okay. It's giving me lots of vibes from you earlier.
What?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. What smooth hands you have. Such a narrow grain, and you truly take good care of them. Silky smooth. Hey, wait. I must strictly instruct our maids to take... What the fuck is this? I must strictly instruct our maids to take this good care of their skin as well.
Case research.
Punish the bad ones who don't. Maids? What are you talking about? He's the owner of Angel Mall. I hope so.
Oh.
I hope so. I sincerely hope so, because we haven't heard his last name.
That would make sense.
Such velvety hands, I just want to put them to work. The coach's eyes were spellbound, and as his delusions floated through his very own magical universe, he made a supremely satisfied smile. How do I put this? Who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, I don't want to join the team.
No.
You look so flustered.
I think that's the appropriate reaction to whatever that was.
Yeah, because an adult man wants to stroke my hands.
Didn't want to, did it. There was no asking for permission.
I used to have a coach that was kind of weird like that in high school too. I can quickly tell the story actually. It was in my... Is it first or second year? I believe first year in high school. We used to have our gym teacher.
Wait, Dutch schools are weird. How old were you guys?
Around like 12, 13.
Okay.
That's usually when you start high school.
I don't want to hear the rest of the story already.
No, but it was really weird. We had our gym teacher who had a habit of coming into the dressing rooms. And he would be in the boys' rooms, but he would also come into the girls' dressing rooms at random times.
That's not normal.
He was like in his 60s or something. And he kept doing it. He kept coming in, no one actually told him to like, hey, you know, get out, we're changing. It was just like super awkward.
Of course you didn't, because he's the teacher and he's abusing the power imbalance here.
So he kept coming into the dressing rooms, kept talking, and sometimes he just sat down on one of the benches that were in there and was chatting with people. It was super awkward. So at some point we went to our mentor. In our high school you have like one mentor who's there for you the entire year while you go through all your classes.
Like a homeroom teacher. Mm-hmm.
So we addressed it to her that this is happening, and she of course was kind of freaked out. She had a talk with the coach about it. And the next time we had gym lessons, he was there as well. And while we were getting ready for gym class, he actually came into the dressing room again. And he gave this whole speech on how disappointed he was about us for saying this, because he has 3 daughters himself. And we don't have anything on us that he hasn't seen already. And it was like the weirdest talk ever. Then he left. We still all went into the gym room like, what the fuck just happened? Then we had like another speech in front of the boys that were treating him like this, and this is ridiculous, and we make him seem like a pedophile, but he isn't.
Then why are you acting like one?
So after that class, we complained again to our mentor.
Thank you. Good. This takes guts for a group of 12, 13-year-olds. Let's be real.
I mean, we were like 10 girls.
Yeah, but still.
It's easier if you...
Yeah, but still, that not all of you went like, well, he's the teacher. No, good. You did the right thing. Thank you. Carry on.
That was like super weird. But after the second time we complained, our teacher, our gym teacher, got replaced. Haven't seen him again. I'm guessing he got fired. I have no clue actually. It's like, yeah, I've seen it all before. Like, I still see him standing there in the locker room, complaining at us for telling on him for keep walking in while we're undressing.
This is the sexual harassment version of I'm not racist, but. Like, what the fuck, dude?
So I think if the coach is a little strange and him stroking her, I was like, yeah, I get it.
Tifa, again, kudos to all of you. I mean, happened in the past, but retroactively, that it happened, you spoke up, you got help, it happened again, you kept pushing. Like, this guy should not be around children. Like, this is a crime these days. And it always should have been. It always should have been.
I think in the 80s that was probably not a crime.
Like, the amount of things that nowadays we just say, oh yeah, culturally we moved on and we know better now. This should have always been a crime. Like, what the fuck?
I still hear him say that you have nothing on you I've never seen before.
Then why do you keep looking? And why do you keep looking? Also, somebody get your 3 daughters away from you.
And there's no reason to come in either. Like, you already know what's here.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that was odd.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. I mean, I'm glad it worked out the way it did in the end, but still, I'm sorry it ever had to get to that point. Like, the fact that it even started is too much.
It was just awkward. Our coach is a little strange, just a little, but he's really funny, you know.
That doesn't make up for it.
As long as you have a sense of humor.
He abuses me, but he makes me laugh. So it's no. Oh, real quick, school stories. Nowadays, I think we would use the term grooming, and I'm pretty sure that also gets you into trouble, as it should. I had a history teacher in my last years of school, at high school. So we were like 16, 17 around the time. And he was this, I want to use the word on purpose, this dashing, handsome guy. Like, kind of like eerie looks. Like, also like shoulder length hair, like this dirty blonde. He looked somewhere between, I don't know, a surfer dude and an underwear model. I mean, I only ever saw his face, but he also wore like fitting clothing.
The build.
Like, he looked very attractive, like classically handsome. But he was an arrogant prick. Like, from the first moment he came into the classroom, he let us know that he is the teacher and he's better than everybody else. He's the teacher. And
I mean, he probably has a history of all these kids hitting on him. Like, I remember with our teachers that
exactly. So, of course, at some point, like, he shut everything down because he wasn't being an arrogant prick. I don't know if on purpose to, deter people from doing this, or because that was just his flavor of person. I think a little bit of column A, mostly column B. Not the point. So at some point after we've gotten to know each other a while, him and the class, us, the usual questions come up when it's a bit slow. Like, hey, do you have a girlfriend? I mean, we were 16, 17, but still. And he's like, yeah, I'm actually married. And then he told us, grinning to himself as if he was a conqueror or something, that his wife was now 22 or something like that, pregnant with her first child, and funnily enough, she was one of my history students not too long ago. But of course they started dating after she graduated. So from the way he explained it, The moment she graduated, when she was 18, she showed up at his place, and then they pursued their interest in one another.
Sure thing.
At that point, he must have been late 30s. He was now early 40s. I don't think something like that just randomly happens. That's why I preluded this with, I'm pretty sure nowadays we call that grooming. And it... Yeah. I mean, nobody had any concrete evidence that there was any sort of abuse of power or whatever, so we just, like, maybe we should have said something to somebody. We didn't back then.
You wouldn't have been able to prove it anyway. And at this point,
it's
her choice.
Consenting adults. You know, age gaps are a thing. You know, whatever makes you happy, be with whoever you want to be with. But the moment you finish high school, you want to date your history teacher. It's like every time you hear a story of a teacher dating his ex-student after they're done, and it's like, oh, we only realize now. It's like, Yeah. I don't know, something about that feels really disgusting to me. I'm not saying that cannot naturally happen and that these people live completely normal, healthy relationships. I'm just saying 99% of the cases I've heard about things like this happening, it's deplorable. But hey, there has got to be exceptions to where it goes right?
Oh yeah, it absolutely does.
I felt like you couldn't measure him by saying strange or funny. I really didn't think we'd get along.
Oh no, it's too warm to snap.
Oh, I'm sorry. The other self in my mind made a witty retort for some reason.
Come on, settle down already. You're making Keiichi-san uncomfortable.
No, he did. Oh, he's still there. Okay, I guess she was talking to him. Silky smooth. The coach didn't try to take his hands off mine until Satoko hit him with a threefold wash bucket attack, causing him to faint.
Also, that means he shouldn't want us to join the team, because our hands won't be as smooth.
Exactly, think of all the calluses we will be building up from holding the bat.
Yeah, that's not good for us.
Maybe he's into that too.
I'm just saying.
Maybe he's into that too.
I don't think we want to find out. Oh, synchronized sign.
Uh-huh.
Well
Normally, I would be all in favor of reading the tip now. But I have to say, my vocal cords are shot after all of the horny talk earlier.
I think we've made good time today.
It's not even about that. We're gonna do the tip next time. Because I know my limits. I've learned over the years, and I should not put too much more strain on my voice if I want to keep it. So, no tip tonight. Just the tip. Everything but the tip.
Sunday.
What is this game though?
I do like how every chapter has one of these things so far.
What do you mean?
There's like one outrageous moment. Like in the previous one, it was the perverts in...
What was it in chapter 1? Chapter 2 was the angel Maud wipey. Yeah, I remember that distinctively, like yesterday.
Wait, did chapter 1 have... I was thinking of the wipey one, yeah, but...
I think chapter 1 was normal. The only thing that really happened was that we played copious amounts of games together.
Oh, fair enough. Then what I said is incorrect. Then I do like that they did have another one of these moments, even though it was very much what the fuck.
And now, if you were here the whole stream, or you later on watched all of this, now we've gone full circle. Remember how at the beginning of the stream we talked about, you know, when I say something and I'm wrong, people just accept that I'm wrong because I'm the mature, level-headed part of my favorite letter is X. But whenever Tifa is actually right, it comes as a shock because it seems so weird. It's moments like these. All the chapters have weird, quirky moments in the beginning. Oh wait, I'm wrong.
Oh yeah, you have the Satoko wearing a collar and leash.
Dark Lord.
So there was something. It wasn't as elaborate, I believe, as this was though.
I built my pyramid of lies and you came and you pissed on it all. Why do you have to come and poison my beautiful well with your truth?
After spinning 3.5 times.
Why you do me dirty like that, man?
But thank you, that is true. I almost forgot about that.
Thank you for fact-checking me. Yes. Ich bin ein Dark Lord. Yes, you are. Deserved. You are, of course, right. And now I have to do the thing I said. Yes, of course, Dark Lord. Sorry, we both forgot. And because Tifa was so sure about that not being part of Chapter 1, and Tifa is such a reliable source of information, I also Mandela affected my brain that cannot have happened in Chapter 1, because Chapter 1 was just the board games. So really it's Tifa's fault is what I'm saying. You
effectively gaslighting me into believing that you are right. I think Tifa is being problematic right now. Yeah, because after all of this talk, I got nummy and I wanna relish some...
Grade A meat? Why are you looking at me when I say that?
No, not grade A meat, some frilly strawberry dented desserts.
I think it is time to defile some frilly desserts.
Let's go.
I will never look at cake the same again.
Let's go to Skinner.
Let's go to...
Yeah, I was.
How about I try the segment?
Yeah, you do it.
You know what will never be defiled? Skinner, who we're now going to rate. Good?
No, but go for it.
I tried.
Skinner playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which Jack will be joining. I hate it. Will not join.
I'm sorry, Psycho is derailing the stream once again. This is a mooncake emoji. I don't think I've had mooncake before, which is tasty. I've never seen the emoji before. And the reason it gave me pause, they were delicious, is because if you don't know, usually in mooncakes, somewhere in the middle, there's a cooked egg yolk in there.
I found them a bit awkward personally, but...
Yeah, not my favorite thing to eat.
Like,
I love everything about mooncakes except for the egg. It's salted usually too.
And a bit crumbly.
But, the reason it gave me pause, and why Psycho once again has derailed the stream, and I love you for it, is because at least in Google Chrome, the mooncake emoji has 1/4 cut out of it, and you can see the egg yolk in there. And in my disgusting, horny brain, I was thinking, oh, I can see the thing stuck in the cake, just like that strawberry.
So, start rate is, I click on this, start rate. I think I did it and I'm pressing the button.
Not yet, I have to get my tongue back in my mouth first. Just picked a random cake emoji, what the fuck?
I thought you were actually going off on the fact that on that screen a quarter is missing, but on there it's a full cake.
Yeah, that's a different browser.
Yeah. I thought that's what you were going...
No, the emoji looks different depending on what device you're using. In Chrome, you can see the quarter missing with the egg yolk, and that made me go... Want to defile a strawberry shortcake. I cannot talk anymore. The power of horny has taken away my ability to speak. There you go. That's the line I've now said. But it is time to rate Skinner. If you cannot stick around for the rate, please check out Skinner whenever it is convenient for you. What have I forgotten?
Oh, never mind.
I forgot nothing. I never forget anything, ever.
That's true.
Click the link down there, go to the URL, you should check out Skinner whenever you can. Usually, I mean, he says he has a schedule. He tries to uphold it, but you can generally always catch him on Saturdays when he's playing video games with people like Benjima and me. No Benjima now because he's on a vacation.
Friday.
Fridays, it used to be Saturdays. The raid is starting. We'll be back Sunday with more Higurashi. See you then. Bye!